I've been waiting for this.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Woo!
Yeah,
Hello.
we're here.
Pain. Hello.
Oh wait, that's not the type of chat box I wanted on screen.
Yeah, that looks a bit cringe.
That's the one. There we go. That's the stuff.
Flash.
All right, how's everyone doing?
Flash-tastic.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm here. I'm just here.
I apologize to chat in advance because I came down with a bit of a cold a couple days ago, so voice is not all there. This video certainly did a number on my body, so but we're gonna push through it. All right, who's ready to talk about some Flash? We're gonna watch some videos and read some of Twitter Barry's tweets and messages because I think everybody deserves to know the Twitter Barry lore, you know? Not everybody knows.
It'll make the references in the video
There is
coming up
nowhere to
way
run.
more interesting.
Villains runs
I'm in
away.
such the dark with this. But I know the vague stuff that y'all showed me. I know absolutely piss all for context.
Yeah, well,
You've never
today
You
interacted
just make
with
it.
Twitter, Barry?
You just make it great.
you're gonna learn a lot today. We all are.
Yeah.
So I got 2 donations, one from Grand Dark Fang. I've been waiting for this. Thank you. I think we all have. It's time to finally get this out of the way so we can move on to different projects. Another one from Enclave. There's nowhere to run. Villain runs away. Thank you. Alright, so
When are you going to work on the Kenobi Part 2 video?
after this video comes out.
Woo, Kenobi.
Yeah, because
So another,
Kenobi
like,
is a
6
masterpiece. Yeah, probably
feel-
another 6 months.
I feel like a lot of people asking about the Flash film. Do you want to say anything about that, Advocate, or are you just going to leave them in the dark?
I give thoughts on the Flash film at the very end of the video. So if you want to stick around for that, you will
he's
know.
watched it for people asking. He has seen it.
Yeah, I have seen it.
You loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, I did.
I did. It had Goldface cameo, and that was enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so I forgot that I was doing the slideshow thing, the Google Slides. So I don't know what to do. I should have done this. I should have done this before I started the stream. If I do window capture, is it gonna pick whatever window? I mean,
just choose the window.
I don't think I have anything incriminating on my desktop right now, so Add new source. We will do slides.
We're gonna
All
see some sketchy shit.
We're gonna see some amazing
I'm
shit.
fully prepared.
And a folder
I like
you got on your
report.
desktop, Madvocate.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
Live
Oh,
report.
Oh
Yeah.
lord.
Just Chester and Allegra
Firefox, here we
boning
go.
raw.
That's the scene that
Oh my
we've
God.
wanted since
I'd
season
watch
8.
the fuck out of that.
Oh, maybe I should change. How does the? I'm just gonna change it to restricted. I don't trust people with the URL of the Google slides. So, all right.
I mean, just open it and then put it on full screen on presenter mode.
I don't know what you just said, but
So you have it open, right?
oh,
Access was expired.
whatever. I got it.
Yeah, you restricted
Are you going to
it
watch the
anyway,
video
okay.
now?
It's fine. That's fine. I was
Fantastic.
kicked while I was trying to tell you how to do it. It's okay.
No, we're
Man,
not-
if you click on
we're not watching the
studio
video right
mode
now.
on OBS, it actually you can like change the things on screen and then you just click on it to change it.
really?
We don't
Everyone
have
shut up,
yeah.
shut
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Just wait. TT
But now
is
you've already
closed.
changed it,
All
so
right,
whatever.
go ahead.
Hold on,
Make
I
sure
got
to
two
get
more
rest for that
two more
voice.
donations I
Less
gotta
than 3
read.
can't wait for more vids/streams.
Someone asked if I'm gonna watch the video right now. No, we're gonna read some Twitterberry tweets and messages. Oh fuck, another one.
Everybody's asking about season 5. Doing it?
If the video does super well, if it does just as well as the season 3 video, I'll do 5. And then James Moore sent one. Everyone shut up, just wait. Text to speech plays. Alright, go ahead. It's the thing I always do when I play games with
Yeah.
Sky or Shandy. I tell them to shut up as the as the super chat's coming in. Make sure to get rest for that voice. Can't wait for more vids. Thank you, James. Alright, let's get started. You guys ready?
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, I need to.
As ready as ever be.
Queefing.
Oh shit!
Oh lord.
I
Does
just
someone just say
realized I can't do the. I can't share my stream, my Discord to you guys.
I told you we'll just see it through your screen.
You guys
So the
have
stream.
YouTube open?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
I do.
Looking at
I don't know how big the delay is, but here we go. I'll read them anyway. So, who's ready for some Twitterberry tweets from 2021? This was the first
It goes
time.
that far.
Yeah, this was the first time he's ever interacted with me, and it is certainly something else. I'm gonna kill the music right now because that was still going very faintly. All right, here we go. So this is the very first message he sent me. I think it was from. Hold on. I'll get the date later, but it says, "Bro, you're a nobody. Berlanti and Eric Wallace don't know you, nor ever will know you, and they don't care about your opinions. They'll end the show when they want to, and still won't know about you. You're wasting your time hating on the Flash, and you are a very bad critic." Well, it ended up not being a waste of time because I'm making money off of it. So there you go.
Let's go.
Yeah, but do Berlanti and Eric Wallace know you? Because I feel like that's the metric we're going by here.
Well, I don't care if they know about me. Like, that's not the point of the videos, but for some reason Twitterberry really thinks that like I'm trying to get their attention when really I'm just putting my ideas out there. I'm like, you know what, maybe the Flash should be consistent with his powers, because otherwise you really damage him as a character.
You're
I'm
telling me
gonna-
these videos aren't a love letter to Eric Wallace?
I'm gonna pick a
Shit.
random.
You got me.
That's how I've been interpreting them this entire time.
I'm
You
gonna pick a
insert-
random in chat and call them Eric Wallace. Ricardo De Silva, you're Eric Wallace.
Oh,
Okay.
There was sorry, there's just a chat here that I would like to read.
Okay.
Asking no Madvocate variants this time. I'm slowly catching up on Ecom and was excited to see if Madvo Baba, Madvo
Oh.
Biden, and Madvo Gay were going to get another brother review.
Yeah, Twitterberry's
not
given
today.
me many nicknames. Madvo Obama, Madvo Biden. We're gonna see some of them in this, not all of them, but
Yeah.
some
I
of
just
the
want to
ones.
say that there is one that's still coming up on Ecom that hasn't come
Bro,
up
you
before.
suck.
It's
Fine,
been
thug
teased a
Madvocate.
few times.
Brownty
It's gonna come up in a
_T.
future video. But it'll be the last Madvocate brother, I'm afraid.
Madvocate.
Madvocate was a great one as well.
Another
Cocoa.
dono from Grand Dark Fang, bro, you suck, Vine Thud. And then me crying. Yeah, happens every time. Another one from Wiggly Jiggly, cries into your wallet. Don't worry, it's nice and cozy in there. You can, like, use a little piece of lint as, like, a pillow.
That's pretty smart.
Fuck, another one. Do you believe that Barry is dumber or smarter in Season 4? I think I would say... Oh, there, it's playing.
Cries into your wallet.
Oh, I just realized I'm ahead of the super chats playing on screen, but that's alright. Probably dumber because DeVoe is dumb. DeVoe is a massive idiot in Season 4, but then, like... To make him look smart,
Do you
Team
believe
Flash
that
has to
Barry
be
is dumber
dumber.
or smarter S4?
You know what I mean? I just
So
realized
you're
that...
telling me that the guy whose name is the Thinker isn't actually good at thinking?
Oh, God, this show.
Hold on, I just realized... The text on screen is disappearing even though I set it to always show on screen. I don't know what's happening now.
What do you mean?
The chat.
The chat on screen is disappearing.
Mm.
Like after a while, even though oh, here we go. Always show messages. Yeah, I don't know. I already set this shit up, but it seems like it like reset my shit when I started the stream or something. I don't know. All right, let's go on to the next message. Or does anyone else have anything to say about this before we move on? This was the first interaction that I've ever had with him.
A historic moment, to say the
Of it
least.
all, yeah.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
did
I feel
really-
like it's gonna get far worse.
Oh, I want to add. I don't
Yeah.
think they ended the show when they want to. They kind of did it
Thank
when
you for
Grant
giving out
wanted
Christmas
to.
back.
Yeah, they did when
Big
Grant
ups.
Gustin wanted to. They said they wanted to go for 10 seasons, and at the end of season 8, Grant Gustin was like, nah, this is the last one. And so they ended. There's an interesting interview I saw with Grant Gustin talking about why he decided to end the show when he did.
I actually really like that interview. It's like, God, I
Babe,
wish you were
hurry
in a
up.
better show.
PQ2 is
Yeah,
about to draw.
you can tell he cares so much. It's kind of sad.
All right. Well, super chats keep coming in. How about we get through a few tweets and then we'll pause to read those. So
Yep, we'll pause at the end of 2021, and then you read the super chats, and then at the end of 2022.
yeah, that's fair.
So
All right.
yeah.
Let's proceed. This is just a screenshot showing that he followed me because I thought that was funny because he's out here like calling me a dumbass, you know, getting angry about everything that I do, but then he follows me, and we'll find out later why. It's not a complicated explanation. He just wants to follow the haters apparently. Next, he's replying to Tin. And he said, you have pronouns in your bio. Find the nearest AK-47 near you and do what needs to be done to you.
Jesus Christ.
And this was
I
before
remember
she came
that.
out as trans. Yeah, because if you look at her hand though, it still has man. So that's ancient, and he still
Yeah.
found a way to. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah,
That was the funniest shit.
Oh yeah, I guess trigger warning for like transphobia, racism,
Yeah,
death threats.
we
all that
censored some
stuff.
of the slurs though. Hopefully all of
Pretty
them.
much
Yeah, I censored
Any
the
bigotry
slurs,
under
yeah.
the sun that you can think of, this guy's probably displayed in some form or fashion.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to... I should have mentioned that at the beginning, because, you know, he's obviously a nobody on Twitter, but, like, then the reason I'm showing his tweets here on my platform is because he's a bigot. Like, I have no problem putting you on blast if, you know, you're just a piece of shit. So, that's why. If it
Yeah.
was, like, if it was, like, a really tiny creator who was, like, who was, like, doing response videos or something, like, I wouldn't want to do that, I think. But yeah, he's just an
I mean,
asshole.
That's fair. They're public tweets. Like,
Yeah, that's
I've
another
waited
thing.
so long for this
public.
love you
And
advocate.
for the record, this escalated way too fast. This is the third freaking slide you're showing, and this went from 0 to what in God?
I just have the choice of weaponry. Could have been a pistol. No, AK-47.
Yeah.
Kick Sky.
It needs to be as violent as possible.
Well, how would you even do that? Like you just, because I mean they're very long, right?
Exactly.
Do you like set it up on like a fucking tripod or
Well,
something?
it's
Cool
like people who
Breaking Bad.
use like shotguns. You know, they're pretty long, but they put it on the floor and then put their mouth on it. You know, like sitting down.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right,
Explaining the logistics of suicide.
you,
Yes.
you learn something new every day.
All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is he started DMing me on Discord. So he said, "What's up, idiot? Remember me? You and me was debating Flash comics versus your video that day." I don't know what he's talking about. So he went into the EFAP server and then he started like arguing with people. And I'm pretty sure he started talking about me, but like I wasn't aware until much later. And in his head, I guess, like him debating other people in there was debating me because he thinks like he won or whatever, and that's why
Well,
he's
and
saying
obviously
this.
he won, yeah.
Yeah, because
so.
I never chatted with him in the EFAP server. I'm pretty sure, maybe like once or twice, but we definitely didn't debate. And he says, "You also got me banned from Twitter and made meme about me. Ha ha ha. I'm back on Twitter and Discord again. Nothing can stop me. The Speed Force is with me, you know."
I'm gonna need alcohol for this, aren't I?
So it's just lovely. Next we got. Oh shit! Did I get this backwards? Whatever. He says my Twitter is Speedster1956. You're probably gonna block me because you're a bitch ass. Does YouTube not like that word?
I think they're
sorry,
fine.
would
It should be fine.
Bitch ass.
It's probably
Wishing
Bitch
fine.
violence
ass
on Twitter users
homo.
for
No,
using
yeah, that one's
pronouns?
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we
I
found
don't know why
another
you censored
synthetic
it.
I just
I
blocked
wouldn't
it.
have
I
censored
just
it.
proof
blocked
that he'd
it.
like the Flash show?
Yeah, I just blocked it because he's using it in the derogatory way.
I guess. Yeah.
I was more thinking of like a trigger warning rather than a YouTube thing.
Homosexual.
Yeah. 1956. Get it? Because that's when the Flash was created. So smart, right? I know. Your season 3 video is coming, which makes me angry because season 8 is so good, and you'll spread hatred for Flash even more. Let me guess, the whole video. Yeah, let me guess, the whole video will be another "Don't Stop to Talk" video. Well, he wasn't wrong about that. I mean, if Flash stopped doing that, like, I would stop pointing it out, you know? R-word violence is not the first option. Gandhi? Bible? Religion? Hello?
God.
Flash chooses
God,
to
that's the
reason with
funniest
villain first, and if villain refuses or attacks, then Flash goes after villain. Well, he's straight up lying there because, as you'll see in the Season 4 video, Flash, after telling a certain criminal to stop stealing shit like 3 times in a row in 3 different scenes, they still don't do it, and he still tries to reason with them, so obviously he it's not just the first option, it's first, second, third. Flash shoot. Wait, I read that already.
Also, I'm just imagining
But
the
since
huh?
you're an
Me
R-worded
whenever you read
Daredevil,
this guy's comments.
Hold on, there was a super chat,
know
that's
what
why I
to be
paused.
read.
But since you're a R-word Daredevil F-slur fanboy, Daredevil is so overrated, by the way. Arrow beats Daredevil any day. You don't like heroic heroes. Well, I do like heroic heroes. That's why I fucking hate the Flash. Because he's a dipshit.
Isn't Daredevil heroic? He's
No.
I mean,
No, he's too dark. He doesn't try to reason with criminals first, he beats them.
Isn't it great how like one of the best scenes on the show is the rooftop scene where he's like debating the merits of killing people with Punisher, talking about redemption.
Is Ralph smarter than Barry as a
Yeah.
hero?
No, he's not heroic
It
at
would
all.
be interesting if there was a conversation like that in the Flash, considering he kills people and the show never addresses it.
Yeah.
The
Interesting.
show tries to move past it after season two. Like they keep trying to move past the fact that we didn't.
Hey, man, Vicky,
we don't kill
did lost my
people here.
favorite
Even
hero
Joe.
versus villain.
The fact that Joe does it fucking astonishes me. His
Yeah.
first reaction of seeing Harry from Earth 2 is to whip out his gun and put his ass
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, season 7 or was it season 8? It was season
Season
8. It's like we don't kill people here.
Yeah.
It's like bullshit.
Oh shit, you're right.
Always have another choice. Oh,
Yeah,
that scene is
I've
so
had
bad.
millions of people. I don't know why I said millions. I've had a lot of people comment that on my Flash season 8 video, that he thought Harry was Thawne when he first saw him, and immediately his first response was to shoot him. But then apparently Thawne specifically is like someone that no, we save everyone, and if you don't, then you're tearing this family apart.
Well, it's
Fucking
I'm pretty
Joe.
sure they did that in response to Daredevil, right? The CW shows all introduced a no kill rule. Like I remember when Arrow did it. It was actually done better in Arrow than it was in Flash, because Flash just kind of ignored it, and then Arrow was kind of
organic in
impossible.
Arrow. Like that was a whole arc that he went on because of Tommy's
Yeah.
death, where he realized that he was doing this the wrong way.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
he shouldn't kill people. Yeah, it was actually
Holy shit, he
interesting
had a
what they did
mental
in the Arrow.
breakdown. You
But it
think
was
he would have taken some
I'm
of your
pretty sure
points
it
to the
was
writers and
done as
directors
a
and
response
say
to
something.
Daredevil, because everyone was like,
Anything.
"Wait, yeah,
Instead, he has a
you shouldn't
freaking
kill
breakdown
people." When
tirade.
Daredevil had the no kill rule, when season 1 came out, and then you just kind of realize how the CW shows didn't care much for it. And I think it would have been fine if they had just left it like, yeah, you know, we could kill bad guys.
Sure,
It
Flash
happens.
kills
It's a
people in this
superhero
one.
show.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's not. It
think it
would have
makes it
damaged the
worse.
show.
I think it makes it worse that they keep bringing it up. If like honestly, they just kind of like ignored it, and like if it's like just like a casualty that happens, like in like a Batman sense, where it's like, yeah, you're beating the fuck out of some people. There's maybe some unintentional death. If you just move past it, I feel like a lot of people will be like, yeah, sure, whatever. At least they're not making this big spectacle about it. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
you are putting more people in danger.
Yeah, Barry makes it a very big deal in season 4, as you'll see, not killing. And going back to the Joe thing, it's hilarious because I'm pretty sure Joe kills Martin in episode 1, in the very
Yes.
first
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
shoots him from like a
Yeah.
mile away, and Barry doesn't tell him anything, and he still thinks Joe is good, but apparently if anybody else kills, then
Well,
they're gonna turn to the dark side.
to go to bat for this show for a second, as if it deserves it. I think Barry, like, I can't think of a time when Barry would reprimand a member of his team for killing somebody if it's like to defend either themselves or someone else. And when Joe shot Martin, Martin was clearly going to kill Barry. It's the same reason, like Iris killed Savitar, and he apparently didn't have any thoughts about that because he was gonna go kill Barry.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think there's a distinction. The show tries to make a distinction between cold-blooded killing and like killing in self-defense, but they fail on creating that line so many times.
Especially
Well,
with
when
Armageddon.
you have
when
Flash like
Todd would
throw a
die,
lightning
dude.
bolt at a guy made of sand and shatter him like glass, like I don't really want to hear anything about him having a like, no kill rule. That's
Yeah,
bullshit, and you know it.
I really want to know how Twitter Barry defends this, because I should probably, like, next time he comes back to
Acknowledge my
Twitter,
existence, please.
Next
Weary
time he-
face. Weary face.
next time he comes back to Twitter, I'll ask him. But here's the next DM. He says, "You a gay nitpicker, a git picker. Go hate on Batwoman, boy. Leave my show alone. It's a show for family."
They stole the idea of Devo from Ben 10.
Sorry, there's a super chat.
What?
Batwoman is a show for gay people. Go hate on that show. You'll get lots of views like Mahler. Take my advice. I'm usually right. I like how he says usually right.
Yeah.
You're gay, so hate on the gay show, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that is actually kind of funny. That show's only for gay people. Go hate on the show that is only for gay people. You gay person.
To be fair,
That
I
makes
can't
sense.
confirm. I
For
can't
gay people
confirm
because it
Batwoman
has-
videos.
A gay lead character. Is that why he's saying it's for gay people? Because Ruby Rose is like gay in the show?
Yeah,
Not
probably.
only Ruby Rose, but the
Well,
Ryan
yeah,
Wilder.
she has like a love interest that is a
No,
free
yeah,
woman.
I mean the
Both of them
others
do.
Batwoman, because Ruby Rose left after season 1. The new Batwoman is also gay. She marries Sophie, which was Ruby Rose's love interest in season 1. Which is funny, I think, feel to marry like the love interest of the
Yeah.
previous protagonist, but whatever.
It's like
Like,
if
we're really
Miles
running out of
Morales
ideas
started
here.
going out with like Gwen Stacy or something, like, and she had already been Peter Parker's girlfriend.
Yeah, it's if he got together with like Mary Jane or something, yeah,
Yeah.
be weird.
Next DM is, oh, this is where it gets good. Of course you like Daredevil. You're F-slur. Being F-slur is satanic. Daredevil is satanic
Oh,
because he wears a
what?
devil costume. This is This is media literacy 101. It all adds up. Anyways, my
Is it?
rant here is dome. Really didn't need to be a
Dome.
rant since you're such a queer's not bad. Queer little sissy to reply back or debate.
This is
So
not bad.
The way
So-
he's using it is a slur.
yeah, but I
that's
mean,
why.
just how YouTube interprets it, just like on its own. I mean,
Yeah.
So how about you go fuck yourself? I'm gonna read Flash comics now. Bye, F-slur. I'll be back after the season 3 video to criticize it. Well, I'm still waiting because he never actually criticized it. And if he
Oh yeah,
did,
he said he would
never,
make videos on it, didn't
he never did successfully.
What is this?
Goodbye for now. May the negative speed force be with you. He
He
thought that
Oh my
line was cold.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
The
What
line's
are
very
you,
gangster, to be honest.
Matt, what the hell are you exposing me to? What the
I love
fuck
this
is
idea that Daredevil is satanic because he wears a devil costume, as if like the entire point of his crusade is that he believes he's on a holy mission to cleanse his city, like
Yeah.
like in the
He's
name
Catholic.
of God. He considers
Season
himself
3
a soldier
especially
of
is
God.
Yeah, season 3 especially is like so spiritual, and the way he finishes it is like by embracing his spirituality and like his mission
Yeah.
from God, which was like the entire season he was doubting it until the end he embraces it. Like, how is that demonic?
Well, because
To
he
be
wears a
fair,
devil costume, which he
yeah,
didn't even
to their
choose.
berry.
Like Melvin made it for him, and he
Yeah.
can't even see it, so he probably doesn't even know that it looks
Oh
like.
yeah,
it.
that is true. Doesn't know what it looks like.
I just want horns on my head, Melvin. And he's like, I'm gonna make Satan.
what
Oh, yeah.
boggles my mind about this is how like rent free you clearly live in his head. Like, can't you just like if he doesn't like your stuff, just not watch it? Like, I feel like people.
Oh, he talks about that in these messages.
He tried doing that. Remember, Sky? He said 2023 is the year of positivity. I don't want to hear
Positivity,
anything negative about Flash season 9, and then he ended up shitting on it at the end.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, the funny thing is, he ended up like interacting with tweets from us about Flash season 9 anyway. So it's like, oh,
Well, I
so you're
wanna
not
know-
sorry.
I want to know what his reasons are for thinking Flash season 9 are bad, because like I feel like they're either like wrong just outright, or they're at least like only scratching the surface of what's really
Well,
wrong.
he said, I can tell you, he said it was woke because the women defeated all the villains. Joe Blaine didn't even do anything.
Okay.
Well, Chillblaine is
Those,
just fucking pointless. I don't even know why he's in the goddamn show.
I mean, Cecile beating Godspeed, Allegra beating Reverse
That's
Flash,
hilarious.
and
Hell
fucking
yeah.
Keone. I guess I'm fine with Keone beating Zoom if she's literally
she's
like
a
a fucking
god.
goddess.
She's
yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
But
literally
the other
a god.
two examples, it's like, no, fuck you. They would not win that fight.
Oh,
Stop,
yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Oh, with Cecile, God, fucking Cecile.
But I think he also said that like he was mad. I think that nobody died or something. No, it wasn't that. I'm trying to remember. He said something about the show. Oh yeah, the resolution with Eddie. He said like, oh, they didn't want the show to be like a fight or something. They wanted to have like a peaceful resolution. And you know, when I don't want that, he was mad at that. Even though
Didn't
he says
say that makes Barry heroic, like as opposed
Yeah,
to Daredevil, that
no,
he
exactly.
always tries to find a
He-
peaceful solution?
he praised the Red Death arc by saying that they don't kill Red Death because other superhero stuff would, but they didn't, and that's good.
I
My
remember
brain
that.
is gonna be inverting in on itself by the end of this.
Yeah, let's keep going. Let's try to push through the 2021 messages, and then we'll pause and talk and whatnot.
All right.
Stop to talk.
So yeah, just yeah, don't stop to talk. Yeah, just more homophobia, you know, casual. Oh yeah, Sky, he told you after you said you love the Flash, very fun show.
Oh fuck
He
yeah.
told you that you would you hate the Flash just because he's white. Did you say
Yes.
anything that could have like even slightly imply that? Because I don't think you did.
No, I think he just thinks that because we think that him calling things woke is funny. I think that was like his entire basis for saying that.
Very, very interesting. This was from the EFAP server again. He says, I've actually had so many religious debates on the internet. Parentheses, I of course won all of them.
I believe you.
And then he says, by the way, if this guy bans me, I'm going with a big fat W. I'm not responsible for these normies not understanding comics logic. So yeah,
That's
if
cold.
you don't know, he looks to the comics to like defend the shows and other media that's not actually connected. It's not canon or in the same universe. So
Birdman.
he
We
doesn't
don't allow that here.
he doesn't understand that like they're separate fields. Like if you don't know, the common thing between me and him is that he says Captain Cold has a cold field because he has one in the comics, but obviously he doesn't in the
that's
show.
why
Seal for
Barry
Sorcerer Supreme.
can't attack him.
Yeah, that's why Barry, I guess, doesn't attack him, because Barry doesn't even try. Like, even if he had a cold field, like, try. How does he know
It would have been easy to establish it by
Yeah.
having him try and then failing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
whatever, it
Or
was in
even
the
just an
comics.
offhand comment from Cisco to being like this is what I built into the fucking gun.
So as someone who's not a comic connoisseur, can somebody please explain to me what the cold field actually does?
It's
No,
just like a
just
force
slows
field
Barry
around
down.
him. Everything inside that force field is cold, and therefore it slows it down. In which case, I don't know why it wouldn't slow down Captain Cold
Yeah.
himself,
My
but
first thought there.
I guess the user doesn't get affected, so...
Yeah,
The
he's
parka
it's
protects
like
him.
when you're in the eye of the storm, you know, you're not affected by it. Just makes perfect sense.
Yeah. This was also in the EFAP server. Someone asked him, how did you win if you haven't convinced anyone you were correct? And he just says, I win now, shut up. And then someone said, almost like he's a bait account. See, that's the thing. We thought he was a troll at first, but then we kept flip-flopping back and forth whether he was real or a troll. But, like, he has to be real because,
I think his commitment, he's just doing it for so long. Is
yeah,
like...
he's been doing this for like 2 years now. He gets mad at us, like actually mad, because he blocks us. He ends up blocking us when we like try to reason with him or prove him wrong. Like a troll, that's a shitty troll if like you end up blocking the people you're trolling. So he's
Yeah,
definitely not a troll.
I think the biggest proof of him not being a troll is that he doesn't just argue this shit with us, right, to annoy us.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just saying this shit on Twitter. He just tweets out like the things he thinks. He
Yeah.
doesn't tag anywhere. He just says shit and like quotes tweets people being like, "Oh yeah, I love the Flash."
Yeah, and then
Like,
the people
and
who
it just
cover
nothing to do with us.
the people who cover Flash like positively, like Pagey or whatever, like he's constantly like replying to them, adding at them, like telling them his theories about the Flash and whatnot. Well, I guess
Yeah,
not
the
anymore
Eric
because the
tweet
show's
that-
over, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But the Eric like comment that was like huge. He's like, he really cares about the stuff he says. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
So the Arrowverse is over now. What is Pagey gonna do for like videos?
Well, he made a video. His last video was about the Flash film, so
I
probably
guess
just gonna
we'll-
cover new DC
Good for
stuff.
him.
Yeah,
Gravitate
you could
toward-
probably
Yeah.
easily pivot to some like DC's
Well, that's the thing,
like
I've been-
universe stuff.
I've been following him for years, right? And as the Arrowverse has just continually gotten worse, and like more people have started hating it, I've been like, I feel so bad for this guy. Like he's made this his entire career. This is like what he's known for, is covering Arrowverse shows. That's like
Yeah.
what he is now. That's obviously gonna crash and burn. I hope he like. I like him. He seems like a cool guy. I hope he gets out of this somehow.
I guess
Yeah.
he's gonna have to turn the last Pagey in his book of YouTube.
Ah,
I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah,
It's been real.
it's been nice. It's been great.
And then here's, in this screenshot, he's just saying that he follows the haters, which is what I brought up earlier. I guess this isn't... All of this is getting kind of repetitive. He's just being homophobic some more.
I wrote
Jesus.
a document fixing the fight scenes in
Sorry,
he
Season
more
named
1.
chat.
himself SK.
I will post a comment in the video of Season 4.
I don't actually.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that. I think I might have swapped it for SK to like... What was that for? I might have been like just fucking with him on Twitter. Like fucking with SK or make it seem like it's him.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a huge gap between SK and the time code, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, this was like this isn't like actual SK messages. This is Twitter Berry messages.
That'd
Yeah,
be
he-
a crazy turn if it was.
No,
SK this whole time.
it's not SK. Forgive me that I didn't notice that I swapped your name in it. I want to remember now why I swapped it, but it was probably just to reply to him on Twitter. But anyway, he thinks that Twitter is being controlled by the Chinese communist mods. And that's why he keeps getting suspended for using slurs on Twitter. So that's cool. Oh, and then here's the last Discord message he sent me before he deleted his account. It says, saw your tweets. Can't respond back because the CCP Twitter has me locked. So on Twitter, I think I must have said that that Barry, like, just immediately cuffing criminals isn't violence, and then he just says restraint is an act of violence. So that's the logic we're working with here.
Yeah, he says that's why he doesn't cuff them immediately, because it is violent.
Yeah, because apparently it's violent.
That's the
to
exact
immediate-
opposite.
That's like how you avoid violence, is by just ending the problem right there.
What the fuck?
Also,
Yeah.
again, you don't get to criticize like the resolution between Barry and Eddie by saying that they like chickened out of having a real fight, but then say that he intentionally doesn't cuff metas immediately because that's violent.
Yeah.
I love the ending of this. He says, I'm sorry if I made you angry or whatever. Hopefully you're not someone who gets triggered like a cuck very easily. And meanwhile, here he is going on massive rants. And I keep in mind, I didn't even reply to him in these messages just because he kept going on, and I wanted to see how far he would go. So it's funny that he thinks that I'm the one who's getting mad. So take the W here, but not fully, because you're wrong about it ruining the whole damn show. No, it doesn't. It just ruins it for you individually. I'll leave you the fuck alone with my fan-made trailer. Watch it or not, your choice, lol. Bye. Have a good day.
Wait.
Got kinda-
Wait, what's the point of dropping that trailer?
He's trying to promote his shit. He's trying to earn a buck.
I mean, fair play.
Yeah, so I guess he made a trailer for Green Lantern Corps.
I'm so curious to see that. I want to see that.
It might have been.
Um,
Does he still have? I don't know if he still has this channel. I think I tried looking for it.
No, I think he deleted the videos on that channel. I think I think I remember that
Really
happening.
wanted
Yeah.
to get a glimpse into the inner machinations of Twitterberry's mind and see what he wants to see out of an Arrowverse show.
He's doing it for HBO as well. Like it says it at the front.
Yeah, like this is his pit. Like I guess it's also a pitch for what he would like the Green Lantern show to look like. But yeah, all right.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
People keep pointing out that someone donated 200, so I should probably address that. From Mike Kiesman, he didn't put a message. He just donated 200. Thank you, Mike.
Oh, what a good guy.
That's very, very sweet of
God bless
you.
that, man.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Mike.
Whoa.
Jesus. Oh,
It wasn't
okay,
enough.
jab.
Go fuck yourself.
kick
I'm
jab.
kidding.
How do
This is what we have to deal with on Ecom.
I don't know how I'm supposed to check like all the other donations.
On YouTube
Uh,
Studio.
Yeah, it should be on
YouTube
Studio.
Studio.
Yeah.
All right. While I look for that, we'll move to the next one. Oh my god. So here he's calling someone autistic just because they jokingly said that the Flash people who like the Flash show don't deserve rights.
Jesus Christ.
And then the guy said, "I'm being called an autist by a 20." Oh yeah, so he claims to be 29-year-old. I think I have it in a future tweet. But since this was 2
Yes.
years ago, he's either 30 or 31 right now. But so yeah, he says, "I'm being called an autist by a 29-year-old watching kids show," and then Barry defends it with, "It's a family show."
He's not. No, he's not in his fucking 30s.
He's
This dude
he's
is, like,
not.
16 tops.
Yeah.
Well, my
'Cause-
theory is that he's either 13 or he's a boomer. There's no in between.
Well, he backtracked on this age because I
Yeah, he said
pointed
he's
out
in his
like,
20s.
dude, you're fucking 30, and then he's like, no, I'm not, and then I literally show him the screenshot where he says that, and then he says, no, I'm actually
I was lying.
in between this range, and then he said like,
yeah, he says
from-
I'm between like 22 or 28.
yeah, like
something
from 22 to 30 or something,
that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's like 13.
Yeah.
and then he says, sodomy isn't sex, it's a demonic ritual. Yeah. Oh, we didn't mention he's a super hardcore Christian. Well, I guess we got some
Yeah,
hints
he's
from
religious. No.
when he
Well, he
dropped
wins every
Gandhi.
religious debate that he's in, and also
Yeah,
he thinks that Daredevil is satanic, apparently. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't get over that. It's gonna be.
It's such an out there like what the fuck? I can't. If the more I try to like process what's being shown to me, the more my brain wants to just shut down because nothing makes sense.
I wonder if he heard the line, "Watch out for those Murdoch boys. They got the devil in them," and he took that literally. Like he thought
Yeah.
that was like,
Literally possessed by the devil.
Yeah, so I think I know who is to blame for all the phobias he has. Here he tried to argue that I'm wrong because IGN gave The Flash Season 1 a 9 out of 10, and so did a lot of other critics, and I'm just a freak who values logic over entertainment. That's not how movies work. We were talking about shows, but
Yeah.
he called it movies.
Same
but
principle. I
Well,
guess.
there's
Yeah.
a screenshot. I didn't include it, but where he was talking to me in DMs, where he said that The Flash and Shang-Chi are both very good shows. So I think he
They
just
are.
uses shows and films interchangeably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, in this specific instance, like he should have just said shows, but whatever. Also, he still thinks it's only value. I value consistency more so than just logic. Yeah, he thinks that. He thinks entertainment. Well, we'll see later, but he thinks entertainment can be measured objectively.
Yeah, by the amount of
but
dopamine in your brain.
Yeah, and by objectively, he means like only he knows what is objectively entertaining. So
Yeah.
See, my
It's
biggest
great.
reason for why I thought he was a troll, and there's still a little part of me that does, is like his standards are so contradictory. Just he's constantly contradicting himself, and like the only way you could do that is if you're just actually the most stupid person in the world, or if you like are lying constantly and you can't keep your lies straight.
I believe on the former, personally.
Yeah, true.
So here's the tweet where he confirms that he's 29. I'm 29 and I live a happy life. Yeah, he tells everyone that he argues with within our circle that they're younger than him. So there you go. Sounds like projecting. Oh, and this is a lovely little tweet. Make a Spider-Man and Daredevil team-up movie. This wasn't a response to any of us, but like I checked his profile, and when I saw that, I was like, huh. Seems a bit inconsistent for you to say that Daredevil is satanic and that I'm a piece of shit for liking it over Flash, but here he is
really
saying that he wants a team-up
really
movie.
wants Spider-Man and Mephisto. He doesn't want Daredevil.
In that that Twitter DM with you, me, and him, Advocate, he said that Daredevil was objectively entertaining.
Oh yeah,
and you remember, and we were like, wait, but you said you didn't like it before. Like, no, I always liked it. Daredevil good.
Yeah, he thought by. Oh, go ahead.
No, go on. You can go on.
I was just gonna say he thought that like calling Daredevil trash and like satanic was gonna make me mad, but I was just like, okay. And then when he finally like admitted it that he liked it in the DMs, he was like, what would you say if I told you that I don't find, what did he say, that I don't find Daredevil entertaining?
He said, like, what if someone told you that Daredevil wasn't entertaining? Because if that person said that, they're wrong. Daredevil is entertaining.
Oh yeah, he argued that like it is entertaining and you can't argue otherwise. And I just said I would just give them a thumbs up if someone told me it's not entertaining, because it's like, okay, that's on you. You have your own taste.
Entertainment cannot possibly be quantified objectively. Like, even if you believe in objectivity and not subjectivity, like, you cannot say something is objectively entertaining because one person can be like, oh, I wasn't entertained by it.
No. You see, Twitterberry is the only one that has the objective taste for entertainment.
Yeah.
And
then he blocked me.
One of
Oh.
many times he was weak, coward, and moist.
Yeah. Oh, I think I have that screenshot somewhere. But that's the end of 2021.
You
Let me see where I can find the
I
super
had a
chats.
question before we move on. He changed his handle to the Flash 1940.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what that's a reference to? Because he said he
Oh,
named it
he
56
told
because that's
us.
when Flash
I think
came
it's
out.
the day that some character was born. He's explained every one of his names. I just don't
Mhm.
think our brain has like kept that info. But I think it's like the year that certain character in the comics was born.
Mhm.
Nice.
As in like born in canon, not like created.
Yeah, he always has like a specific reason for choosing the year or the name.
Yeah. Unless it's just the Flash 2023, which is just very boring. Like, yes, it is current year, thank you.
Well, it's the year that the best Flash movie ever written came out, so I guess there's that.
Yes.
The thing that baffles me about this, when I'm looking at this, is like I can't tell like whether he's trying to go at this from like an objective standpoint or a subjective standpoint, because like either way, like what he says like you were saying, Sky, it goes against what he says previously.
He flip flops on that too, doesn't he? Like there are sometimes I remember he's said that like film criticism can't be objective, and then other times he says it can be.
Yeah, all the time. He's flip-flopped according to what he what's convenient for him. He flip-flops between whether it can be or cannot be objectively looked at.
That's the thing too. It's like I feel like the concept of, okay, you could find something entertaining, but it's still not be a well written or well made like piece of media, like is completely like foreign. And like Legends of Tomorrow is so terribly written. I find it so entertaining. I love it to death. But terribly written. It's like the idea of, okay, I like this. I find it entertaining. Does it have problems? Yes. Like that mindset is completely foreign.
I guess, yeah.
God damn, way too many people donated. How am I supposed to get through all these?
Really fast.
All right,
maybe you do like a super chat catch-up type thing, because otherwise we're gonna be here like the same amount of time we are talking about things. You're gonna be reading super chat.
All right.
So like next time you stream with Shandy or something, you can just catch up on a super chat.
Nah, I'm gonna read them, but I'm not gonna spend time like replying to them if that's cool. Okay, so someone said, I wrote a document fixing the fight scenes in Season 1, we'll post a comment in the video of Season 4. Very cool. Cecile for Sorcerer Supreme. They stole the idea of DeVoe from Ben 10's Agragor. Any Ben 10 fans will probably know what I'm trying to say.
Can you spell that, please?
Aggra or Aggragor.
I don't see the resemblance.
Acknowledge my existence, please. Holy shit, he had a mental breakdown. You'd think he would take he would have taken some of your points to the writers and directors and say something, anything. Instead, he has a freaking breakdown tirade. Hey, Madvocate, DeVoe's my favorite Arrowverse villain. Oh, and you might want to skip out on the video that's coming up. Is Ralph smarter than Barry as a hero? Kind of. It's tricky because he starts off smart, but then you know how it goes. I'm just wishing violence on Twitter users for using pronouns. Have we found another synthetic man stan? Weird that he'd like the Flash show. That's true. I always wondered like why he, as a hardcore Christian and all that, he really has a fond bond with this show, even though there's, as he would call it, a lot of woke stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I'm imagining the meme whenever you read this guy's comments. I waited so long for this. Love you, Madvocate. Love you too. Kick Sky, says Nebula.
Boo.
Babe, hurry up. Peak. YouTube is about to drop. Thank you, Arcwinder. Thank you for giving out Christmas back. Big ups. Do you believe that Barry is done? Oh, I read that one already. I think that was it.
Whoa.
Are you? No, someone asked, "Are you going to watch the video now?" I saw a few chats too. We're not gonna watch the video on stream. The video premieres after the stream. Did you not watch the YouTube short that I posted announcing the video and the stream?
I think most people
Are you
didn't.
guys not
A lot
up to
of people
date on
never
the
asked
Madvocate
about
lore? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's shameful.
Madvalore, if you will.
it. I love that everyone's talking about Ben 10 in chat because there's a very special Ben 10 moment coming.
Oh
up.
yes.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
How is this crossover? how is Ben 10 get involved in this?
Oh,
you'll see.
You
You'll
see.
see.
The thing is, Madvocate, I don't think you have the screenshot with all the context. Do you want me to get that one? Because all you have is the thing he says.
If you want.
Because the context makes it funnier. Because the context makes no sense.
If you want to.
Oh, like
I'm
what
gonna,
you've been showing has made sense.
I'm gonna.
Well.
Is there
I'm
a
gonna-
character in Ben 10 who has super speed?
Accelerate.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
start
he
the
does.
I'm gonna start the next wave of tweets. How long have we been going on? 1 hour, almost 1 hour.
An
I think
hour,
we're
I think,
making
yeah.
we're making good time. I think. All right. So at the beginning of 2022, I posted the season 3 video. Then here he is. He returned to YouTube as expected, or returned to Twitter as expected. He dropped another trash video. I can make better videos in 3 days. I do not think this man's ever made a single video in his life, aside from that Green Lantern video trailer. If he thinks you can make a great video in 3 days. I hated the video. You were wrong about everything. 0.5 out of 10. Hey, look, it's the score I gave Flash Season 4.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh god.
I'm curious where the 0.5 comes from. Is it like it's well edited or something? Or I
He
don't
just
know.
has a really
I
soothing
don't know.
voice.
Yeah, Madvocate's voice is nice to listen to. Maybe that's the 0.5 comes
I have
from.
no idea how your voice is that deep.
Well,
I'll never understand.
Well, that's especially funny considering what Twitter Barry said about Madvocate's
so
age.
I
that
didn't
was
find the
included.
screenshot, but he said that
Yeah.
he thinks
Well,
that I'm
basically-
11 years old.
Yeah, there's a in one of our Flash reactions on the Ecom channel, reacting to the Flash Season 8, I lost a bet, which made me sing a song. Because of that, I recorded my face singing the song. And Barry said, "Oh, so Sky's 15. So what does that make Madvocate? 11?" Which I guess he thinks Madvocate's voice is less deep than mine. I don't know.
Yeah, wild shit. Wild shit. So I don't think it's the voice, is what I was getting at. Oh yeah, so
Maybe
I don't.
he listened to your Flash Season 3 video like at 2 times speed, and it was going so fast. that your voice.
Yeah, like a chipmunk voice. So I don't know if you remember, but in my season 3 video, I made a little reference to him, and I used the Boss Baby crying, and then I put like all of his handles over the Boss Baby, like indicating that that's him, constantly crying. And so he as he was watching the video, he said, "The fuck? You made me baby? Boy, I am older than you. Remember that, you zoomer." Also, you say you were looking at it from writing standpoint because it's fun, but I know writing way better than you. Entertainment is above logic and plot holes. Good writers know that. You're trash.
Oh, so that was the first time he mentioned the fact that he knows writing and you don't know writing.
That's true.
That's
That's gonna support another tweet he ended up sending us down the line.
Better at writing than you. Meanwhile, let's ignore all the grammatical errors and misspellings.
No, he says he does this shit because it's tough. Like, we asked him, "Whoa, why don't you just use the correct your?" He says, "No, it's
Oh,
tougher
yeah.
to write Y-O-U-R, even though you mean Y-O-U apostrophe R-E."
Yeah, he always uses the wrong your, and he defended it
Yeah,
by
he
saying
justifies it by
it's
saying
tough,
it's tough.
to use the wrong one.
Whatever
but-
that means, yeah.
yeah,
It's like Riva.
Yeah,
Sure.
We'll get to that too.
So when I posted the season 3 video, people were replying to like the tweet. So someone said "Return of the King," and then he said he's not the king, he's the king's slave's donkey. I love this one. This is so funny. Oh, and then these are my favorite too, where he follows me on Twitter and then he immediately sends me like an insult, or I guess what he thinks is an insult. He says,
Yeah.
I'm just a cheap discount copy of Mahler TBH. Only difference is his videos aren't 12 hours long. Flop channel. I guess I gotta make even longer videos.
Well, today's
I-
video.
There's not a single Mahler video, like fully edited, I mean, not like an EFAP or whatever, that's longer than 6 hours. So I guess Mahler is also a cheap copy of Mahler.
Damn. Oh yeah, so this was another tweet that he didn't tweet at us, but I checked his profile one time and someone said, "Motherfucker, you don't like gay people." And he replies with, "My beliefs have changed."
Oh yeah.
So I don't know why. I don't know if this is just a bluff.
It turned out to be a bluff, but at that moment we thought he was.
Yeah,
Had
Very
changed.
character arc.
Yeah, we thought he had a redemption arc when he left Twitter and came back, but
yeah, but maybe he was just trying to impress this user with the reverse flash profile picture. He's trying to make friends out here, maybe.
yeah.
He replied to Dominic the Donkey saying, "You wasted your money on this idiot's patron." Neutral face emoji. When you could buy season pass of Flash season 8 instead. What the fuck is the season pass? The Flash
The
isn't an
DLCs
amusement
for
park.
Flash season 8.
Yeah.
Nose
That's
writing better than you, ladies and gentlemen.
Season pass.
Yeah, and then Dominic said, "Don't make me give him more money." And he replied with, "This was in my Kenobi video. The stupid motherfucker made himself an enemy of CW fans, DCU Snyder fans, and now MCU fans with his Shang-Chi video. Only ones missing is Star Wars fans, and then jackpot." Beautiful tweet. I knew I had to include it in the Kenobi video, so I did.
Yeah.
And
Great
that,
moment.
that was tweeted out the same day that Kenobi dropped. Is that on purpose?
Was
I
it?
think that's just coincidental. I think because Madvika didn't know he was going to make a video until he finished watching the show. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the day that it
Um,
premiered.
I don't know. Maybe it was just convenient timing. Another instance where he follows me and then immediately tells me something. I am not dead. I have. Oh fuck.
Game time started. Be careful. Flash is a big.
Thank you, Arkwinter. Flash is not a big. I'd say he's a small, considering how low of a threat he is.
Flash is a medium.
Yeah. At most he's a medium. So Twitterberry says, "I am not dead. I have simply changed my Speed Force energies. Madvocate, my dear enemy." This was like me pointing out that like he deleted his account again, and then he returned with another one. So that's cute.
Ollie ____ best.
Twitter
Yeah.
Wally.
Oh, and then he was talking about the scene where DeVoe like fucks up all the guards at Argus to get to Fallout in Season 4. He says, "There is no analysis necessary to be done on this. The scene is a 9.7 out of 10 scene showcasing DeVoe at his peak, and the episode itself was a 9.5 out of 10 episode. It's DC's Vader scene."
Oh.
To be fair, it is a great scene. Probably like the only thing I praise in the whole video, but spoiler alert.
It's the scene where he's infiltrating like the Argus base, right? And he's just kind of mowing through all the agents that are trying to incapacitate him.
Yeah, I
He's
wouldn't
like,
say
powers effectively.
I wouldn't say it's as chilling as the Vader scene, but it is cool. It's very cool.
And then you have the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
And then there's
It's a
the
pretty
rest
cool
of it.
scene. I do like it.
Oh, so here he is. I'm trying to think of the context. So he wanted to
We just told him to debate us in VC. And that was
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so
He said
here he's saying he doesn't mind typing. Oh my god, I just realized what this is saying. We don't know if he's really the Flash / Grant Gustin or not speaking. Would or wouldn't give that away. So he thinks that like there's a
What?
he doesn't want us to hear his voice because there is a chance that he is the real Grant Gustin.
And speaking would give it away that
Yeah.
I think he doesn't want us to hear his voice because it would confirm that he's 12 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course that's the correct. That's the real reason why, but he wants us to think that he might be the actual Grant Gustin.
I mean,
fuck.
Sure.
I think this tweet kind of confirms his age, right? He's like 10.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but him saying that as
you're
if
playing
anyone would believe
pretend.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
he has. If he's not at least in elementary school, he has to be trolling. There's no way. There's no way. This makes
This
no
show probably
fucking sense.
came out. This show probably came out when he was like 4.
Oh,
It
God.
holds a very special place in his heart.
Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. So Jeb predicted Ronnie's he predicted
Name.
the Firestorm, or no, what was it? Deathstorm
Deathstorm.
name.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because
Yeah. First time
Firestorm
I
existed and then he died and then he became a more evil Firestorm.
Yeah, and then we
Um,
were spitballing ideas of what he would be called
Yeah.
by
and-
CW writers.
Yeah, and-
Jeb came up with that form.
yeah, because it's like that's like where your mind goes. Oh, what's more evil than Firestorm? You know, someone who's being
Deathstorm.
resurrected. Deathstorm. That's pretty edgy.
Yeah,
So I tried to explain to Barry like what the thought process might have been for Jeb to like come up with that, and he just says he's not that smart. So
Yeah.
he thinks Jeb like watched the episode beforehand before we recorded the ecom reaction, and that's
yeah.
why
He said that more than once because Jeb has some wild predictions
Yeah,
that
he
always
thinks-
turn out right.
To be fair, Jeb is like
scarily on
eerie.
point.
Yeah, like the way he's able to predict everything exactly right.
It's actually frightening. But I think with the Deathstorm thing, I think the DC Comics may have used that in like the Blackest Night like comic books, like when like Firestorm got revived, like they used the name Deathstorm. I think that's where.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure
where
it
the
does
show
come
got
from
it.
the comics. Yeah,
But it's a logical conclusion to come to.
Yeah.
Still, it's like, oh, okay, based on how the CW's been going, this makes sense.
Mhm. And then we love that he became the man in the yellow tie because
oh yeah.
so the man in the yellow tie episode came out, and I guess he really loved Thawne because he was like a good guy.
Mhm.
So yeah, he made that his
He's
persona.
heroic.
Oh yes, here's the first like horrible typo he made. He said,
Oh yeah.
"Fuck it, I'll unfollow Titans TV News and follow back Matt Vocate again."
And this is because Barry imposed on himself this rule that he couldn't follow more than 100 people at a
Yeah.
time.
For some
Why?
reason,
Which is
he,
like, well, I guess I need to unfollow an account so I
I
can
don't
follow
know.
Madvocate.
he just wanted
He
to.
said it had something to do with like the CCP Twitter, whatever.
No, it always
I
it
wanna-
always
it
goes back.
does. So like, yeah. So I don't remember what he said. I just remember that it was insane.
It
I
always
just want to
comes
get
back
some
to the
world
CCP.
building, right? I want to get some world building for like what he perceives reality as.
Oh, you
want, like, a
will.
lore
There
book.
is a DM exchange between me and him at the end of the 2022 segment, and it is a wild ride. It is wild.
Yeah, he ends up blocking me again. Oh yeah, so here's evidence that he, like, oh my god, there's so many ats. He ats so many other creators that talk about Flash on Twitter, and I just think it's hilarious because if you recall, the very first tweet he sent me was, "I'm a nobody. Nobody cares about my opinions. They're not going to hear it." And here he is desperately trying to get the attention of all these creators. Beautiful.
Yeah. Ironic, some might say.
Yeah.
Cheating,
Oh, and-
especially might say.
And then he says if Madvocate was Flash showrunner, his episodos would be 5 minutes would be 5 minutes long, and even those 5 minutes would lack even 0.001% of entertainment and would be Flash brushing his teeth because brushing teeth isn't a plot hole and it's consistent and the show would get cancelled.
I think no,
Oh my
no,
God.
no, no. I think that there's a way to write a show about somebody who can run as fast as Barry, where there are still like stakes and conflicts that can't be easily resolved.
Yeah, you just don't
It
make
just
the
takes a
villain
little
of
bit
the
of
week type
creativity.
thing. Yeah, you just don't make the villain of the week types thing like the main
I'd-
thing of the show.
I'd stick primarily to speedster villains because even though
Yeah.
that can be a bit repetitive, it's like, what else can you really do? He's the Flash.
And when you do thinker, you need a good, well-written
You,
thinker.
like
so-
establish Coldfield so that you can have Captain Cold
Yeah.
be a believable recurring villain. Like there are ways
Mhm.
around this. Let's stop pretending like you can't have it. No.
There's
Good thing
always
the
ways
Thinker's a
around
great
it.
villain.
Just look at
Well,
Just look at
Sonic
what.
Yeah.
shows, unironically.
Hmm. The Sonic shill, of course you would be saying that.
yeah. Fucking job, I swear to God.
Couldn't even put a not biased profile picture. Is that even Sonic? What
He
the fuck?
changed it
Is
to
he
do-
wearing?
What?
Is he
It-
holding goggles or
Well,
something? Or
I'll explain
binoculars?
context. So in the Sonic Central, that's in the Sonic logo collaboration, and a Lego Eggman interrupts and starts rapping, and it goes, "This is my new creation, and it's my profile picture."
It's beautiful.
I know. I'm very proud Eggman created this for me.
Well done.
It does feel specifically like handmade to be a jet profile picture. It fits in perfectly.
Exactly.
Here's Barry getting upset that they confirmed that Nora was gay because she mentioned she had a girlfriend or something in, I think this was season 8.
Oh,
Didn't
no, it
she
didn't
have,
confirm
like,
she
a-
has a girlfriend. She asked, Barry said that he was seeing like images from like throughout time, so past, future, and everything when he was in the Steel Force, and she said like, he saw her wedding, and he said, "Ooh, who do I marry?" I think he says it's a woman or something like that, like marrying your wife or something
Didn't
like that.
she
I think
like
you're on the
have
right
a
track.
crush on a girl in season 5?
Yeah, the reporter's
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
she did.
because that was an alternate version of Nora that no longer exists. Maybe he was hoping that new Nora would be straight.
Yeah.
Even though
would
they
make
write
her
Nora
good,
the
not
exact same way, regardless of being erased from the timeline in season 5.
Oh, fuck. Not the DMs. Alright, here's
Oh,
a
have you guys-
glimpse.
oh,
Here's
no,
a glimpse
okay.
at one of the DMs. So, you know, he's very knowledgeable on religion. He's won many religious debates online, according to himself. So here he's saying, I guess he's saying that like men are superior to women because God created male first. He created female for male's pleasure, and he spelled pleasure wrong. And helping hand. I love that. Helping hand. Facts. Also, male created in image of God because God is also a male. You get oh, and then here's where it just goes fucking nuts. You get why it's called female because male came first. No one ever says male fee. But if male came first, wouldn't male come before fee?
Yeah, no, that actually,
This doesn't make any sense. I
Yeah,
speak
that's
facts every
stupid.
time.
Amen to the Barry.
Male wife.
Ugh.
In male wife, male comes before fee.
How do you even respond to this? Like, Matt, I need to ask. Like, you get that DM. What the hell do you even do with that? Like, what?
Oh, we
Just-
just laughed.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
We just said it to. The thing is, you don't answer. He's gonna keep going. He's gonna come back in a few days saying more weird shit. You don't need to respond for him to keep going. He
Yeah,
just he just keeps going. I don't know how to describe it. He just doesn't care if you don't answer. So it's the kind of thing where we just leave him because what do you say to that?
Yeah.
And then he just comes back with more weird shit.
it's almost like I don't want to respond because I know he's not going to stop. So
Mhm.
I feel like if I reply, I might cut off his train of thought. You know.
You're giving him power by responding.
Yeah, and then here he's saying that Kenobi was a 9.5 out of 10. And the 0.5 was deducted because he hated Leia. But yeah, apparently he's not racist because he thought Reva was tough. So
Yeah.
yeah, good for him.
Yeah, good on him. Until
Oh
he
my
finds out
God.
Reva's gay.
And then this was during one of Ecom's streams. He was in chat saying, I like representation, but too much happens. I feel like Batwoman Season 3 had way too many black people in it, and everyone...
Yeah.
Oh my god, and everyone knows I'm not racist. I love people, but damn. I love black
I
people,
love
but
black
damn.
people.
And yes, I do watch InfoWars and Alex Jones, and I'm proud of it. His coffee is amazing, better than Starbucks for show. Oh yeah, and then we asked him, like, what did you think about Heels versus Babyface's take on Kenobi? Because of course he said it was shit, but for the wrong reasons. And then he said, "No, I disagree with him on Reva. I love Reva. She's tough. Az is racist, but his racism is kind of funny. Lol." Yes, it's the copy pasta. One of my favorites. Ryan Kinnell is my favorite Geeks and Gamers member, actually. I love how tough he is. And then here's another horrible typo he made, which I changed my name to for a while. Shut up. I'll call Mad Coco it whatever. In fact, I'm leaving and blame it on Skj for not asking me my pronouns.
yeah.
I was gonna make
He was
edgy
trying
joke.
to set up. Yeah, he was trying to set himself up for a joke during a Ecom stream, and he was like, "Come on, Sky, ask me what my pronouns are," and I just ignored him. Like I didn't even read out loud this comment, and then he was just like, "Oh, I'm leaving. You didn't set me up for my joke."
Yeah. Classic.
So
Oh
optimistic.
shit. Neil Gaiman ratioed him on Twitter.
Oh yeah, we got here.
So, you know, the whole get woke, go broke thing. And then Neil Gaiman was like, I don't know how Sandman, or this applies to Sandman because it was very successful. And then Twitter Barry says, the show is woke. We haven't forget you advertised this show with the pronouns. I remember it. It's a good show, but stop fighting with people who say it's woke. Admit you made a woke show.
Oh, Neil
Admit it.
Gaiman.
And
His name is Neil Gaiman.
True.
yeah, and then Gaiman
He made that
replied,
joke.
he quote tweeted him, I think you might have missed the point of the tweet you're replying to. Perhaps you should read it again.
Yeah,
This
because
was-
Neil Gaiman was like, "No, my show is what you would consider woke. It just didn't go broke, which is
Yeah.
the point." And he was like, "Just admit you made a woke show." And this tweet is like, "No, I know."
This is surreal to see, given.
I've seen Sandman. I
what
can't
we're
remember
hearing.
what about it is like woke.
There's I forgot
Like
what the
Desire
character's name is.
maybe kind of looks like.
Yeah, Desire. Yeah, they're non-binary, both in the show and the actor playing.
Okay.
And have been since the comics. And there's a. I wouldn't be able to say it now because it's been a while since I watched it, but there's more stuff definitely, especially because the comics were pretty progressive, but in some sense is also like kind of its time, and Neil Gaiman updated the show to be more fitting with like current, like day politics basically, to a point where the show is way better in terms of its representation. But I would need to recheck what is about that. I just remember like the discourse around it, the specific examples I don't. But there is a lot of stuff about it that is pretty
Someone
pretty
said
neat.
Lucifer was gender swapped. I mean, yeah. So Lucifer was
Oh,
a
yeah,
woman
there is that.
in the show.
Mhm.
Played excellently, of course, by Gwendolyn Christie because she's great in
Yeah.
everything she's in.
Sandman's good. Watch it, people.
I'm
It's a
just
good
waiting.
show.
I'm waiting for the super chat to come in, so we don't speak over it. It's something I want to address too, because Raid of Storms thinks that he is a troll, but like I still like. Why would he block us? Why would he constantly block us?
This
Why would
man
he-
has
why
galaxy
would he argue
brain
with Neil
takes,
Gaiman?
but Jesus,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
keep
this is the
telling me
thing.
don't think
Neil
you're just
Gaiman
feeding
he's
the trolls,
arguing with.
Aaron. It is at least
Yeah,
real
and
good
after
content
all
now.
this, he was arguing with Neil Gaiman, and then he went into the comments of the replies of that Neil Gaiman tweet. He was arguing with everyone. Like, I don't think he just wants attention. I think he just really like likes arguing for points he believes in. He's just insane.
He does.
Uh,
He genuinely thinks he's right. He just also
Yeah.
doesn't know what right is. He doesn't seem to agree with himself a lot of the time.
Yeah, pretty much. I just think
yeah,
he's very dumb.
And the moment he
And,
gets ratioed, he like blocks he blocks people because he gets ratioed. But like, isn't that what you want? You want a bunch of people responding to you if you're a troll. But if you're gonna
Yeah.
get upset, then
Yeah, he did his account after the video game and stuff where so many people were replying to him and said like, I'm leaving Twitter.
It's also
So-
like trolls like to focus on one specific topic. So in this case, he'd be the Flash. This guy's
Yeah.
going on Sandman and Ben 10 and everything else. So
Oh yeah, it's fucking Wakanda Forever. She DM'd us about those.
and then here he's finally acknowledging that blocking people is hypocritical because he said blocking is for the weak and coward and moist.
Yes.
So
I'm assuming he's gonna block you again.
Mad Vigay.
He
No, and-
does.
no, and then he backtracked.
justifies it by-
we'll get to the tweet where he established that feelings change.
Yeah, so this-
That's down the line. So there he blocked me again. Oh fuck. I didn't realize how many fucking insane tweets there were. So he wasn't even arguing with us. He was arguing with someone else on Twitter, and he says you guys only want representation of LGBT freaks. Represent human traffickers, the KKK, neo-Nazis, racist black people, racist Chinese people. Represent the whole world or stick to non-woke tradition. He doesn't
That is one of the
understand
greatest.
that the KKK are horrible people. He thinks it's
Ow.
equivalent to other minorities.
It's
I'm
like
just gonna be over
no,
here. I'm just gonna be far away
representation-
over here from this shit.
representation should like only really apply to people who deserve it, who are like underrepresented and are also not horrible people.
Yes.
I mean, the Flash does a great job of representing him, all the fucking stupid people.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't want this to go
Ugh.
miss. Somebody in chat way back said mad cocaine.
Yo, is that a spin-off of Cocaine Bear, perhaps? Oh, here we
A
go.
mad lad
This is
who's
it.
hopped up on cocaine.
This is the copy pasta you were all waiting for. Ben 10 is a masterpiece. We need a CW live-action Ben 10 show.
So this is where the shit comes from.
Yes.
Yes.
Sky, you want to
The
give
context
context?
being, yeah. So we posted an ecom reacting to a Flash episode, and this person commented on it, being like, "Sorry, I can't watch right now. I'm having an argument about a Ben 10 thing." It's like, sure, And then he replied with, "Ben 10 is a masterpiece. We did CW live action Ben 10 show." So the context is basically no context. It's just the words Ben 10 were mentioned.
Yeah, so
Why does it have to be the CW?
because he thinks the
thinks
CW can
CW
do
is
no
critical.
wrong. Except when it goes woke, I guess.
That's the most contradictory statement I've ever heard. It's the CW of all fucking networks.
He thinks their writing is impeccable. Only he knows what's objectively entertaining.
yes, I agree.
And then he ranked the ecom hosts, which not everyone on this list is an ecom host, which is the funnier part. So Moist Political Jeb is SARS. Baby Elsa, COVID.
That's Zod. Yeah.
Doctor Who demonic fan, diarrhea.
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 Diarrhea. No, that is how you type diarrhea.
Oh, is
don't,
that
don't
how-
make fun of
okay.
it. Yeah.
What?
But the funny thing is that he called Tin that because she's trans and he said that being trans is demonic. I'm also trans and he just says Sky. He didn't even dead name me. I find it very impressive that he hasn't dead named me like once. Like my name is very public before. He hasn't. I think that's a very good allyship, honestly.
So Barry is like one prong above like Dark Thor then.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm Agent Orange. Naira is malaria, and SK is blood cancer.
Yes.
So there you have it, the new Avengers. Oh yeah, and then I don't understand why he deleted this tweet. He said RK is a real Sigma, but he deleted it. I don't know why. I thought that's a statement he'd be proud of.
Yeah, I thought RK was tough.
Yeah.
I think he
Who's
changed
okay?
who his favorite Geeks and Gamers member was after a while.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
he
think maybe
did.
that's why. Yeah.
Maybe.
RK
you can-
became woke.
You can
Yes.
like change to a different favorite, but also still feel like RK's a Sigma, right? Like
Well,
it's
you
not mutually
can, but
exclusive.
it's Twitterberry. I'm just trying to find the littlest.
Maybe there's like a
smallest amount.
limit. He can only like 100 people at a given time. So he has
Yeah.
to choose somebody to not like in order to like somebody else.
Exactly.
Here's his response to when I called him out on how he keeps flip-flopping between whether blocking people is cowardly or not. And then he just said feelings change. Yeah, because of course it benefits him.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, here I just made fun
Neb
of him.
just sent an amazing meme. Holy shit! Hold on.
Here I was kind of poking fun of him for being, like, abhorrently religious. Twitter Flash get an education outside of the Westboro Baptist Church Challenge, parentheses impossible. And then he actually said Westboro Baptist Church doctrine is false. The NIFB/new IFB have it right. I would recommend you watch some Jordan Peterson vids.
Up
Yes.
yours, woke moralist.
We'll see who cancels who.
Yes. I'd also recommend watching Jordan Peterson videos to laugh at Jordan Peterson, but
I like
for
watching
taking
like
actual advice from
out
him.
of context videos of him, like just sort of like.
I like watching in context. His
together.
videos are insane. Have you seen what he says about Peter Pan? It's brilliant. It's the
I've not
funniest
heard
thing.
his commentary on Peter Pan, but now I'm curious. You've piqued.
I'll
my
send you a
curiosity.
video later, right?
Here he's arguing that feelings are objective, like entertainment is objective because it's a dopamine. Like
Yes.
it's
You can measure
scientifically
the amount of dopamine.
it's scientifically there. It scientifically exists and therefore it's objective. The feeling. Oh yeah, and then he said if you want to watch non-superhero shows, stop watching trash like Saul in Breaking. Watch Cobra Kai. Jeremy of G&G highly recommends it.
Oh well, if he recommends it.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Wait.
Cobra Kai is really good.
I haven't seen Cobra Kai past like season 4, so I can't speak to it. But like, is he's saying Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad are trash?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he hates Better Call Saul.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
and-
I skipped past that. What the fuck?
Yeah, and he has a very good reason why they're trash, though. Hopefully, we'll get to those screenshots. Here he is, taking Nerdrotic's word to dip out of a show, to dip out of The Boys, because Nerdrotic said it became woke in season 2. So
Just like She-Hulk.
yeah.
Okay, what's woke about The Boys season 2? I can't remember.
Well, there's the montage of in the beginning of that episode that has the white dude.
With like
Getting mad
the
and seeing, like,
radical
extreme
extremist guy because
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I
A lot of people really hated that, especially like Nerdrotic and ass types, because that's
Yeah.
basically them in real life. But still, it wasn't. Well, I'm not gonna say that it was well made. I don't really think The Boys.
I don't think The Boys is a good show, yeah, but like there's nowhere to run. I guess it's woke, sure.
Yom Advocate, thanks for all your work to provide us with hilarious and true videos. Don't get burned out, man.
Thank you, the Astar. They just donated.
Chad.
Yeah, we.
Just I don't know how long the delay is on YouTube, so
It's not too big.
Well, if like
All right.
Madvocate's being quiet, then I just assume that
Yeah.
probably a good idea to shut up.
here he is just kind of pondering life. Yeah. Don't feel bad for insulting fools when they start name calling you first. Either stay civil or get owned, which is if you look at any of the messages we've been looking at for the past hour, this tweet is kind of ironic, just slightly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh yeah. And then for some reason, I think this was around November last year, he asked me to rate Wakanda Forever out of 10.
Yeah, he asked me too.
I bet you, Ring, that I didn't get suspended. I told you once my boy Elon takes over, CCP will be fired. Or once my boy Elon takes over, they will be fired. Anyways, I gave it a 9 out of 10. You hate good movies like Shang-Chi, so I want to know if you hated Wakanda Forever as well. Shang-Chi is like a 8.7 out of 10. It's very specific. And then I didn't reply, and I guess he got upset because he just typed a period and then said flopvacate.
I like that one.
Yeah.
It's, you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but these are mostly by default, but still, these are more clever than Sadvocate. So like he's got a leg up on Birdman.
Well,
Yeah.
Twitterberry came up with Sadvocate first. So Birdman's got a
did
coin.
Birdman just steal that?
Yeah, well, I don't think he like saw a Twitterberry tweet and was like, you know what, I'm gonna take that for myself. No, but it's like you're coming up with Twitterberry level insults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though Twitterberry does come up with some good ones from time to time, but not some
Birdman
good
got
ones,
mad
but
though.
like some funny ones.
Birdman
Mental
got mad at
Obama
me
was
when
a
I said that
highlight.
Advocate was like not clever. He got really mad that I said that.
But Birdman's perfect. Why would you say anything like that? He can never be wrong. He never makes mistakes. He and Just Creations 1 would get along very well.
It's like that time where Dark Thor and Twitterberry ended up being friends over their shared hatred of Sheev's Kenobi video. That was funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, we got here. We got to the
Yeah.
DMs.
These are
Okay,
Sky's
so-
messages with Twitterberry.
Yeah, he DM'd me once, because, you know, why not? When his account was restricted, because someone reported him, but I didn't report him, someone else, because he says so much shit that, yeah, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Jeez, okay, I feel like, okay, well, I'll try to read this fast so that it doesn't take too much time. Bitch, why you report my tweet? My account got locked for like 18 hours. In case you weren't the one who reported it, I said that if you don't stop talking way too much during the reactions, I would K-word you. And I also called you an ugly, deformed monster. So,
Christ.
yeah, he said that over me
K-word.
talking too much during Flash. Anyway, I never report you. You're way too funny to keep around. Can you react to Jody's Corner spoiler review of Thor Love and Thunder for Ecom 50? And I said, we already got plans for Ecom 50, so maybe we'll do it for 51. Then he said, nice. Damn, you joined Twitter in 2009. Were you still transvestite back then? Oh, Lord.
This is a roller coaster of just like complete other. How dare you report my tweet? Oh, cool. You should check this out on Ecom. Do you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Alright, here's the next
Yeah, I'm
slide.
waiting for... Alright. And then I said, I'm not transvestite, but sure, there's a difference between transgender and transvestite. I don't think he gets it. He said, I noticed a lot of people started becoming transvestite after Trump won. And I joked, Trump derangement syndrome, am I right? And then he said, I was a Trump support system.
What
For
support
5
system?
years. I had to vote support because of his vaccine bias. Yeah, I still haven't got COVID vaccine. I never will. And I just said, that makes sense. And he
Survival
says,
of the fittest.
yeah, who knows what's in that vaccine? What if it makes me gay or whatever? And I said,
Or
it did make
whatever.
me trans, to be fair. He said, we don't know what Bill Gates' plans is yet. And I said,
Oh,
goddamn
no.
Bill Gates and his vaccines, SMH. It has not gotten... It's not the worst this conversation gets,
Oh.
guys.
Wait, this is
Oh.
the worst?
Next slide.
No, it continues. Where's the next slide? There we go. That he said Bill Gates actually did good by divorcing. Melinda looks trans to me. She doesn't look like a woman. Am I the only one? I said that thought has never crossed my mind personally. He said it's weird. Obama's wife looks trans as well. Those big wrestler arms she got. And I asked, do you think Iris looks trans? Because I assumed he just thought black women look trans.
This will be the first time
and he said
I
Iris looks old.
at season 4.
Sorry,
Oh.
super chat came in. I didn't want the messages to be lost. First time I actually even look at season 4. Do you mean like through my video? I'm assuming that's what.
Probably
I
just
mean-
hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Which
Oh.
I don't blame you.
Thank you, Bruce Kang. Yeah, don't watch it. All right, keep going.
And then he says, Iris looks old. She was hot in season 1. I actually got my account banned for saying Lois Lane from Superman and Lois looks like an ugly old bitch-ass skeleton. So many Lois fans called me a sexist or whatever. They said, Bitsy, Lois's actress, is a mother and wife. Don't say that. I was like, bitches, Osama bin Laden was also a husband and father. That doesn't change the fact Osama was ugly. And so is Lois. Got him, right? They got me reported and banned. And I said, fucking censorship for real. And he just gave a thumbs up. I don't think he understands sarcasm.
Oh my
but yeah.
god.
First of all, Lois is beautiful.
Yeah, how dare you
the
talk
fuck
shit
up.
about her?
Yeah, I also think she's beautiful. But I guess he thinks she's an ugly old ass skeleton.
As if time doesn't. Actually, no, he's a Flash fan. Of course he doesn't understand.
This is just another interaction I had with him. I had a back and forth. These are just the two funniest. We said, you said you objectively criticize movies. That's calling yourself a film critic. Your criteria is actually wrong. I'm the one who knows how to objectively judge which film is entertaining. I just know. Anyways, you can go back to fucking dudes in the butthole. I got my question answered later. I know how to cure AIDS, by the way.
Oh my God.
Anyways, bye.
No.
And I said, I don't objectively criticize films. I'm also not attracted to men, but whatever. You're the facts guy. And he said, oh, okay. Wait, but you're a man who's attracted to women, but also transvestite. Is that a new fictional gender? So you could understand the fact that a trans woman would like women. So, yeah.
Lesbians haven't been invented yet, so
Yeah. Well, that was beautiful. Well, that concludes the 2022 messages and tweets. This
Dear
one,
Lord.
I was gonna
What a
say this
ride
one
that
is short,
was.
but as I'm scrolling through it, it's like not that short. I'll blaze through them, and then we can finally watch the videos.
we're only an hour and a half in. It's okay.
How the fuck did this go on for that long? Holy shit.
Yeah, here he is saying that he doesn't want to hear anything negative about season 9. 2023 is the year of positivity, and then when the season finale came out, he exploded. So much for positivity. Yes, here's the copy pasta. Sheev Talk's videos are awful. Whine about the movie/show in less than 10 minutes and stop recapping. I'm already subscribed to a much better recap channel called Man of Recaps. I don't watch his videos anyway. I'm not subscribed to Sheev Talks. So if you've ever wondered why I keep saying that, it's a Twitterberry tweet.
That
Learn the
explains a
lore.
lot.
I'd never heard of Man of Recaps before this, and I looked him up, and he looks like kind of a basic recap channel that I don't really watch. So,
I mean, he's
I mean, he
called
does
Man
his
of
job.
Recaps. What can you
I mean, sure.
expect?
I guess I couldn't have expected anything else. I don't know.
He's a man who recaps.
He's just like me, but better. Because he does it in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah. You need to shorten your videos, man.
Yeah.
Because as you know, it only takes 3 days to make a great video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, multiple videos. He said videos, plural. So,
Oh, multiple
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Christ, how could I forget that?
yeah.
No.
He said, don't care if you get triggered. This is my personal opinion, but I don't like that Rebel Moon's main lead is a girl. I'm fatigued by it because of all the Marvel and Star Wars and other stuff in general. Would have been totally cool with Charlie Hunnam or Ray Fisher. So,
Okay. I mean, I don't.
all right.
It's just
we'll move on.
It's just
Yeah.
mild sexism at this point compared to the rest of the stuff he said. This
Yeah.
is, you know.
Oh, I
Pretty
fucking
basic,
love
yeah.
this one. So he was arguing with the meme repository, I think he said, maybe he was talking to one of us because he accidentally called ecum EFAP, and then he corrected himself because someone was like, "What do you mean EFAP?" And so he said, "Why did I say EFAP? Ecum, I mean, terrible name." And then meme says, "Musk really needs to get that edit button sorted, you know, throwing Twitterberry a bone because he keeps messing up." And then he says, "Why do you want edit button? Just think twice before you tweet, dumbass."
Maybe the most ironic tweet I've
It's gotten a lot of mileage out of that one.
I wonder what initiated this tweet to begin with.
Oh
It's like
my
he thinks
God.
what meme said was like completely unrelated to the conversation. Like, why are you bringing the edit button into this conversation, you weirdo?
It's like he tries to give him the smallest bit here. You've been screwing yourself over for years now. Here, let me give you a little bit. What are you talking about? Burns that bone.
Oh, it's brilliant.
And here he is just being absolutely fucking insane, just off the rails. Watching Arrow actually gives me the feeling to take a bow and shoot arrows at people and yell, "You have failed this city."
Oh Lord.
Oh,
So we're
yes.
confirming he's like 13, right? We're confirming because
Yeah.
when I was 14, I bought a bow and arrow because I liked Arrow. So I'm thinking he
Yeah,
has to be
me
like
too.
in the,
Someone
like,
needs
middle.
to call his parents. This is out of hand now.
And then he quote tweeted Mr. Musk, or I guess Mr. Tweet, because someone was asking Musk about something space related, I guess, because then he says necessary to make life multiplanetary, and then Twitterberry says never gonna happen, read the Bible.
I remember, in the Bible where it says we could never go to other planets.
Yeah.
Oh, that entire thread was amazing. He kept trying to defend his point of view. It's great.
Thou shalt not leave this fucking rock.
Here he is saying that Ezra Miller looks too Chinese, and that's why the Flash suit looks off, because the Flash suit was intended for an American-looking man? Okay.
Wasn't it designed for Ezra Miller? Like around him?
Correct.
No. But in the comics, it was designed in mind for an American-looking man.
Okay, but I mean, like, the suit specifically in the DCEU would have been tailored around Ezra Miller.
But it's based on the comics, you see. It's based on the comics, just like the show is, and that's why Captain Cold has a cold field.
Okay. So like, this whole refusal to accept the concept of different continuities must make watching the Flash movie difficult for Twitterberry, right? Because, like, Nora Allen's death happens in a completely different way, completely different circumstances.
That's the kind of thing that I find interesting when we like watched what's his name, Birdman's video as well, where he's just like, powers also you can say the powers from the comics are also in the movies, because why not? I was like, that doesn't make any sense, because it would fuck over so much.
We have to assume the power levels and powers are based on the comics.
No.
Yeah, unless it's like Miss Marvel or something, because it's too different.
Unless they contradict it.
Yeah, which is just like, that's so weird. Like, do you think Spider-Man is however fast he is in the comics? He's not.
Yeah.
Chill.
Here's where the you don't know writing copy pasta comes from. That's the context. That was his rebuttal.
Dumb fuck, it's called plot.
Oh, and then here he's confirming that he's seen The Flash 11 times, and he's not planning on a 12th rewatch until the show is over, and even then he'll take a break for 1 or 1.5 years until that rewatch happens. This is basically him just stalling, like actually providing accurate references to like my points in my videos. He keeps stalling every time I say like reference the show when you're going to argue against me, and then he says I have to rewatch the episode. But he's 100% certain that I'm wrong, but at the same time he doesn't remember enough of the episode
But
Well,
he's also
because he needs to
seen the
rewatch
You've
it.
seen it
episodes
11
times.
times and you don't have your references down by now?
Yeah, that's the amount of times I've seen Legion. I can recount Legion in my head like chronologically. Like I don't understand why he can't do that with.
I don't know that I've seen any one
Fine.
show 11 times.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
seen
me neither.
3 shows that amount of time.
But I guarantee
but-
you that if I've seen any show 11 times, I'm gonna like I've seen Star Wars. Every Star Wars movie I've seen at least 100 times, and I could quote every line from them, and I could tell you every little fucking detail. But like
Mhm.
that's it. And if I'd seen it that many times and couldn't even provide a reference against a point made, like I have a
Yeah.
shit memory at that point.
Mm.
He watches it while he's on Twitter arguing with people. That's why he doesn't pay attention.
Oh fuck yeah! This is when TK asked him if he can justify why Obi-Wan lets Vader like go at the end of his show, or how he was supposed to protect Luke and train him with the Force if even he was like out of touch with the Force, and then he just says season 2. Wait for season 2 and we'll understand why Obi-Wan let Vader go at the end. Fucking bulletproof defense, man.
Okay.
It's like when he says that, like, why does Barry stop? It's for drama purposes. You're like, so does the character know they're in the show?
Yeah. And then
It's like, wait, hold up.
What?
TK asked for his rating of Kenobi, and he said, after rewatching it, Kenibo is a 7 out of 10. Leius ruins it. Reva is tough.
Kanebo.
Here he was here he was arguing with someone because they replied to his tweet. That was literally it. They were just replying to him. And then he's annoyed, like he's mad that they're reading his tweets when he's tweeting on a public site, and he's tweeting to me. Like I'd have no idea he even existed if he didn't come to me to tweet. So like I don't understand his thought process here. Why he's so upset that people are reading his tweets on a public forum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's his mentality of what he wants to see in the future. We need 5 more Endgame movies. Secret Wars Parts 1 and 2, Avengers vs. X-Men, Venomverse versus Null. So, he just wants a bunch of action figures slamming against each other on the big screen. I'm not watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's a filler movie. Has nothing to do with Secret Wars.
Oh, he can go fully suck my ass on that one.
Gio.
Guardians 3 is great.
Gio, can you tell me right now what's his favorite show?
Oh, for fuck's sake! No! Fuck, the amount of filler that's in the Flash is fucking ridiculous.
He said he's not watching Guardians 3 because it has nothing to do with Secret Wars.
And yeah, because it's a filler movie.
Fuck off. Actually, go
Oh
fuck
my God.
yourself.
That was my response. It's like, suck my ass. How are you not watching Guardians 3?
I think that no comment has to be said about this. I'll just have it on screen for a little bit.
Oh my god.
Just some more sexism. He was mad that Eric Wallace made Mirror Master a woman.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Oh, these are the last tweets. Okay, this is fucking golden, because this is him
I'm
getting
fresh.
mad about the finale. Even though he thought the finale was gonna be good. So, he retweeted this tweet. Guess another week of having to listen to people whine about how bad the first 8 episodes are compared to the last 2. I'll ask again, would you rather have 13 mid episodes or 5 good/great episodes to close it out? Can't have both. Why can't we just have like 13
Yeah,
good
but
episodes?
Why can't we have both?
Yeah, like, I don't know. And then Twitterberry's like, yeah, that's impossible. It's impossible to have like all good episodes.
Yeah, and this was at episode 10, which meant there were still 3 episodes to come out. But Twitter Barry is already like, no, but you see, the next 3 are gonna be good. Oh, he did it again.
James Moore.
Superfan Barry's favorite show, who allegedly would own it all. can't reference it when Madvocate has the episode number in his videos that he can see.
Yeah, well the thing is, I show him clips when we're chatting on Twitter. I'll insert a video clip, and then he says he still has to watch the entire episode because he thinks I'm cutting out context. So, like, if I show the Flash being inconsistent, like I show two scenes side by side where he's saving people effectively, and then when he's not, Twitterberry's just like, no, there's context that's missing in the scene where he's not rescuing people. Yeah. So this was before the finale of Flash premiered. He thinks he was certain that there were 10 bad episodes and then 3 good episodes, 9, 10, and 13. 13 is the last episode, which hasn't even aired. And he's already saying it's going to be good.
Really hopeful there. Really hopeful.
But then the episode came out. If I see Eric Wallace in the streets, there's going to be a lot of violence.
What the fuck? Yo.
The finale was so fucking woke. All the villains got defeated by women. Chillblaine didn't even do anything. So, what happened to that 13 that you slipped in here? I see a 13 here under good episodes. What was that about?
That's what I was saying about the one where he retweeted. It's like, oh, it's gonna be 5 good episodes after 8 bad ones. It's like, wait, there's only been one of the last 4 aired. Why are you saying that they're all gonna be good?
Yeah.
He just sees the future.
I love this one.
Yeah.
This is so tough and gangster. And then it's... Look at fucking... Reverse Flash.
Yeah, Tom Cavanaugh looks so uncomfortable.
He looks like he's holding in a piss.
Can I just say, I hate this Reverse Flash shoot. I fucking hate
It's
it.
so ugly.
First one was so much better. Why did they change it? They killed it in one. Then they had this. And what they did to Zoom's mouth in the finale.
Oh yeah, it looks so awful.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh god, I love him.
I'm the same way with the Flash suit. Like, I think that it peaked with season 4, and I don't know why they fucking changed it.
Do you want to know why Tom looks so uncomfortable in that suit?
Why?
It's because it's meant to fit Grant Gustin, and they didn't make adjustments for Tom.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, really?
Wait, are you serious?
They didn't make his own suit?
Why. Yeah, they didn't make his own suit.
Oh my god.
Are you
No,
fucking
that's
kidding me?
insane.
I'm not. That's the same suit that Barry wears.
Armageddon?
Yeah.
Oh, no
Same
fucking
suit.
Wow.
way. I guess, yeah, they were really tight on budget. They didn't make a suit to size him. If that's true.
Then why not
funny.
just let him have the original suit?
Just give him the old one.
It's better anyway.
You still have it.
You used it this season.
Fuck, man.
Oh, and this is the last tweet we have on the slides. Why do you reply to my tweets where I'm not talking to you, but the tweets where I tagged your stupid face didn't respond? And this was because someone tweeted like, which is your favorite Flash rogue? And then Captain Cold was one of them. And then Twitterberry quote tweeted it saying Captain Cold, and then he added me. And I didn't respond to it because, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you like him, like I like Captain Cold, like his charisma, his acting. Wentworth Miller is a gem, and he's great.
Yeah.
But character does not need to be a Flash villain that badly because they want to always include him in every season, I think.
I think it worked better on Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So I didn't
Especially
respond
because his
like,
arc was really cool.
yeah, I didn't respond because like I don't care what you like, Twitterberry. I don't care which one's your favorite one. And then he replied this on something else. Yeah, and then I told him like, because you're tagging me in shit that I don't care about, but he's doing the same thing by when he replied to me for the very first time. You know, this was completely unprovoked.
Mm-hmm.
He came over to me, so just a little hypocritical. That's fine. But yeah, we got through the tweets. Who's ready to watch some Flash content? That's not mine.
Ooh.
I think people still think that I'm going to be streaming my video for some reason.
What would be the point of that?
It's like it's a watch party. There are people that do
Yeah.
that, like on Twitch or something. Like they post a video and then they watch it together with the fans.
Oh, is there already a watch together link that I'm not privy to?
No.
Yes.
Fuck's
Oh.
sake, Jeff.
Jebediah.
Jebediah Bush. Yeah, let me send it in the Discord real quick. Let me make sure I didn't flash the no pun intended. Let me make sure I didn't flash the link on screen because I accidentally switched to it.
It didn't look like it.
Nope. Okay.
Remember to use
Advil
studio
after those
mode,
tweets.
Advocate.
Studio mode.
Captain Code in Prison Break. Yeah, he's the main actor from Prison Break, and his brother in Prison Break is Dominic
Heatwave,
Purcell,
yeah,
who plays the fire guy. I don't remember his name, but
McRory.
Heatwave.
yeah,
Heatwave.
Heatwave. Thank you.
Heatwave.
Yeah, that's why there's a joke, where Heatwave breaks out Captain Cold from a prison, and they say, "Oh, prison breaking like the old days." It's a reference to Prison Break.
It didn't let me pick my name. That was annoying. I was typing in my name and it was just like, nope, you're good to go.
Damn.
So I am user PXY2B or yeah.
All right, we're missing someone, I think.
It's me. Give me a sec. I'm in.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Are we ready?
All right.
Peek?
Let me show the video. Oh wait, I gotta make it full screen before I do that. Okay. All right. Think we're good to go. Oh, I guess we should address what the video is. 25 things we all hate about The Flash Season 4, and it's by Paigey, Twitterberry's favorite Flash-related creator.
Yeah.
Besides me, of course.
Obviously.
Do I count?
No.
Is it? It's not playing for y'all, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's because you need to press play on the Watch Together player. You can't just click on the screen.
Oh.
Now it's playing.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Paigey.
Hold on, I think it's kind of loud.
Actually, let's just jump
Pause.
straight into it.
Huh?
I'm trying to lower the volume. One sec. I think it's
I want it louder.
I think it's really loud on stream. Give me a sec.
I remember old Paigey. He used to just like play trailer footage backwards for some reason, like while he was talking.
Yes, it doesn't get copyrighted.
Yeah, that is why.
It's not gonna get copyrighted if you just play it like the right way forward.
It will.
It will.
Trailers do get copyrighted. We got
Mhm.
a copyright claim on the stream where we reacted to Season 9 trailer, for example.
Well, shit. Never mind.
Yeah, no, there is a copyright claim as well on like our anniversary episode because there's a video we covered that plays uninterrupted footage of the Joker trailer.
I've
that's-
never once had a problem with trailer footage getting copyrighted. It's usually if I play actual footage of the movie for too long.
Yeah, no, it does indeed occur often.
Maybe it's different with Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah, because both are.
Don't take
Warner.
this.
So,
Don't
yeah.
take-
What?
All right, we're gonna play this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Right on you.
This too seriously. It's just a bit of fun. You know, don't get all triggered and stuff like that. You should be able to
Fuck
tell
you,
having a bit
Paigey.
of fun in this video. So just take it
Wait,
as
what?
that. But if you do have any other suggestions for like stuff that could have been in this video but wasn't, leave them in the comment section down below. We might be able to
Yeah,
get enough.
I'm wondering if
Just
how
do
many
part
of our criticisms are gonna like match each other's, because something tells me he's gonna dislike things that like I don't care about, and then like the things that
fair,
I criticized like he didn't even think about probably.
I have very little memory of season 4, so I don't know.
Season 4 is one of those seasons that after you watch it and you realize the problems, it's burned into your memory like season 7 and season 9. It just stays there and it will not leave no matter how much you drink.
I'll continue or continuation to this video as well. Obviously, if you're going to enjoy this video and just like the concept and stuff, be sure to drop a like on it, show your support, and we'll try and get a part 2 out as soon as possible if the video is well received. Obviously, if you're new to the channel,
part
make sure to
2, so
subscribe. And thank you to
50
everyone
total.
that helped in the communities have on my channel. A decent amount of these suggestions and options and things that made the list were from you guys. So a big thank you to everyone that contributed. May the Speed Force be with all of you. But let's just get on with it all.
Oh,
The
is that where he
negative
gets
Speed
25
Force.
things we all hate about The Flash Season 4. Godspeed should have been the villain, not DeVoe.
What?
Oh, that's
Wait,
not.
what?
Wait, what? That was that his first point?
Yes.
What?
That's not a thing about season 4. That's a complaint about people complaining about season 4. What?
No, it's because during the time the freaking season 4, or obviously being the first one to where it's like a non-speedster villain, and I remember because I was in this fucking community deep at the time. Everyone, a bunch of people were like, "No, we need like speedster."
I do remember that.
villains.
Yeah, the fact that
Yeah, I
there wasn't a
remember that
speedster villain was a point of contention for some reason. Even though a lot of people in the same community were complaining that we were continually just getting speedster villain after speedster villain after speedster villain, and they wanted like a source of variety.
Yeah, but that's not a problem with season 4.
It's what?
It's a problem with the people that wanted it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not season 4 problem.
I'm realizing
Weird.
this video is only 5 minutes long. I was expecting a video talking about 25 things we all hated about the Flash to
Yeah.
happen.
I think
And he took like a minute to start the video
Yeah.
as well.
I think
think
it's
it's just
because
a
it's just gonna
list.
play clips.
Oh yeah, he just played a clip for number 2. We're already at number 3. It's just a clip from like what's her face, Eminet.
Amulet.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It should have been the villain, not DeVoe.
Oh look, a little hidey hole for your outfit.
Oh, I guess he's saying that one
That
of the
she's
things
annoying, I
was just
guess.
Amunet, yeah, which she is not great in this
I
show.
second that.
I like Katie Sackhoff a lot, but man,
All right.
Okay,
Thanks, Beiji.
sure.
We are.
Fuck you, Iris.
To be fair, yeah, I hate that line. I agree with you on that one.
Fuck you.
I agree with you on that
very
one.
cringe.
Funnily enough, I don't think I bring it up once in my video.
Yeah,
What?
I don't remember you doing it. I watched it recently.
My question is, what's worse, that line or Felicity dropping a nuke on a city?
Jeb, I think there's a clear answer.
That's this
I
line.
think
yeah.
it's
Obviously,
yeah,
this
I
line.
think it's this line.
Felicity dropping a nuke on a city wasn't even the worst thing she did in her tenure on Arrow. It was when she like crashed Barry and Iris's wedding and did a double up with her and Oliver.
No, I'll let you talk about that was perfect because it ruined something for those two.
That was fucking. I was so fucking annoyed. I was like, if that was me, and like a friend of a friend or whatever was just like, hey, you want to just like at the wedding ceremony, do you want to just double up and then like we just both get married at the same time, just out of nowhere, unprompted? I'd be like, fuck you. And then also, then they had a traditional wedding like a week later in their own show, and it's like, fuck you.
That was like
Maybe.
peak like bad writing for Felicity around that time.
No,
Like
no, there's a better moment than that. There's the moment where she breaks up with Oliver for
Oh
for
yeah.
Oliver not saying
Yeah.
about his son, even though
And then
his
she
like
gets
Oh
out
my
of her
God, I
wheelchair and
forgot about
walks
Yeah, she
that.
out.
stands up from the wheelchair. Yeah,
to signify she's walking from the relationship.
it's for.
I wonder if there's a poorly written breakup in season 4. Now that y'all are talking about it.
I wonder.
Crazy idea. I wonder.
oh fuck, I forgot about that. Mother.
Look, we have all these villains in these pipelines. They get fed, everything like that, but nothing is really established. How are they going to the toilet? There is never anything covering this. It seems to be eating all this food. What's going on? I really love.
That's
that's
no
something we all
That's a no
hate.
criticism.
Doesn't the show address that?
I don't think
At
it
some
does.
I think
I
they
don't
just
think
the
it does.
food thing. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think like going to the bathroom and everything, I don't think they do. Because that,
Well, I
it
think
is
there
really.
was a
I just
part-
always assumed that like the cells would be like pushed over
In-
and there would be like a.
In Elseworlds, there was a part where like like Barry opened up a compartment and there was a toilet and Oliver was like, that was there this whole time? He's like, yeah, I mean, wait, how else do you think the prisoners go to the bathroom?
Oh yeah, I forgot how meta Elseworlds was.
Yeah.
I forgot about Elseworlds.
It was very bad, but seeing the two main characters switched was fun. So
Yeah, it was a neat premise. It's fun.
Love Wally's consistency this season. I thought he was going to be a main player. Hi, Wally. Oh, bye, Wally. Oh no, that's fine, Barry. Just lie there. There's no way you would be able to get up.
Yo,
go
yes,
chase it.
yo,
Yes,
Paige,
Scott, no one's near you.
Thank you, Paige.
Go chase it.
Hell yeah.
Barry doing CSI work? Yes, I cannot wait to see more of this season.
But I have been asked to request that you take a leave of absence.
I really
But,
love
that's not like an issue.
Speed Force.
Yeah, I
Hold
don't.
on, who's pausing?
it's not an issue, but I get why it would be. I guess I get why it would be annoying though.
I don't know.
Like it's a part of the show you like, and then it's just like, well,
Sure.
never mind.
Well, I guess that's fine. I don't see it as like an issue inherently. But who's pausing?
course not.
Should I just
I
take
paused
a?
it.
Not me.
I was pausing it.
Oh, okay.
Do we not want to do that?
I think one person should steer this ship, and
Okay.
that'll
Sorry.
be me.
Sky.
I
No,
will
Sky.
hands off.
Let it be Sky, trust me. Sky's
Okay.
very good at
Yeah,
this.
fuck you,
Do
man.
it, Sky. I won't
I've been
touch
doing
it
this
anymore.
for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm a veteran.
Combination of the Speed Force symbols this season. Like, oh, those look really interesting when we first saw Barry writing them down. Oh, those symbols again, that girl's writing them down. I can't wait to find out more about them. Oh my god, Harry is writing them down. We are about to learn exactly why we have had them here this whole season.
Big mistake.
I'm gonna pause for copyright.
What's the point?
Wasn't it just the setup for season 5? Is that the
Yeah,
point?
it was
that
all
he-
it was all set up for
Mm.
season 5 because eventually it's just like told like that. Apparently, that writing is able to not be affected by any timeline
Time language.
changes or anything like that, which I don't want to try and figure out how that works. But
Yeah, I think the last time we see the writing is in the second to last or last episode of season 4, because it's Harry's like he's lost his intelligence, like all of it basically, and then he's writing it on a whiteboard, just like how Barry was at the beginning of the season, and that's like the last time we see it. But like I didn't really think about like, oh yeah, that never really paid off to anything, at least not until season 5, now that I'm being told that.
Oh, what the? Yes, another pep talk. I love these. Oh, another, and another, and an. Oh, and
Yo,
another.
based.
I love these two together. Easily the best relationship on the show. I can't wait to see where they take.
based. Fuck, I forgot about this.
Bye, Cisco.
I swear we
Oh,
went to
he
this
didn't even
therapist
play-
more times than we.
He didn't even
Doesn't
play
she
the full
die
scene.
off screen? Doesn't
Yes.
she like later on?
She
She dies
dies
off
In
screen.
season 6, I want to say.
Yeah.
That's such bullshit.
Yeah, season 6, and her dad tries to kill Cisco.
Because it was another like multiverse version of Cisco, right?
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
remember
Yeah,
correctly.
that's right.
That's
Oh,
dumb.
okay.
He would.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Gypsy was so cool. I like Gypsy.
Danny
Me too.
Trejo's great though, so I won't even
Danny-
complain every time he's here.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
That's fair. Yeah.
Bye, Cisco.
I swear we went to this therapist more times than we went to Central City Police Department this season.
Wait, he was
Yo,
in
it's
season
him.
4?
Yeah,
was.
that's how he gets his fire powers.
I forgot about that.
I did too, and I'm
Yeah.
pissed now because I have to go back in the video I'm working on right now and talk about that.
I thought he was introduced like into the show in the episode where he was going to prison and like they were doing the parallels between him and Barry
Nah.
losing his own father.
Barry's dad. Yeah.
I thought that was okay. He's in the show before. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We realized that when Medco was making this video. We're like, yo, Az has been in the show for a while.
Wow.
Oh, for context, chat. Oh, well. No, never mind. I'm not gonna give you context. Just watch Medvic's video.
Fuck your context.
Medvic explains the context in the video, so whatever.
I'm
Central City
fanboying right
Police
now.
Department
What? That's
this
some
season.
great setup and payoff.
Oh my god, yes, AI devote.
Oh,
What-
so do you just hate Az?
He
That's
just hates Az.
Wait, what?
wow.
How dare you?
What did Az do?
Yeah,
Good
he's
man.
great.
Cares about his son.
Yeah, to be fair, he didn't back here. He just what was it? He was like robbing a bank, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just
Something-
wanted
something
money.
like that.
And then in season 8, I think it's because of Crisis he became good, or he was just like, "Yo, I went to prison. Now I want to be a good dad."
Yeah, I'm
Either
pretty
way,
sure like
he
they talk
changed in
about
season
that.
8.
Yeah, like he went to prison for a bit. And is like, I want to reform. I think Matt, I think he actually included a clip of that in the video, unless I'm hallucinating.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
of
it's
which
because it's
part?
the clip from when I name him.
Oh,
But yeah.
yeah.
Probably do here. This in the comics. What are they going to do here? Oh, wow. Ooh, boy, I can't wait to see more of that Earth 19 Flash. The Accelerated Man. It was really cool getting a teaser of him last season. Oh, that was it? Oh, for like, what's the point
I
in
don't
wearing
even know
this
what he was
mask? He
talking
just
about
tells
in that
everyone who he
part.
is. Oh, great move here.
What's the
Well, I think he's just
From-
saying that Accelerated Man is like looks really cool. He seems like a cool idea or a character,
yeah?
and he's super mysterious.
don't
And then they
see
never
him.
really do anything with him. We never see
Yeah.
anything about him.
I think it's exacerbated
Accelerated
by the
Man?
rest of the show. Accelerated.
Yeah, the guy with the purple lightning that he's on Earth 19 where Gypsy works. He was in season 3 for a second, and then I guess he was in season 4. I don't even remember that.
Oh, so
I
he
do
wasn't like
remember
a
that, like,
prominent
in the back
figure or
view.
anything.
No, he was very.
No, that's what he's
yeah.
complaining about. It's
Okay.
because
To
he
be
wasn't
fair,
prominent.
I think that's a good thing because if they had developed him, they probably would have ruined him.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck
it's
him
just
up.
a mysterious character that's untouched by this show.
True.
Oh, for like, what's the point in him wearing this mask? He just tells everyone who he is. Oh, great move here. It's not like this was an
Yeah.
interesting character at all, and we're really
Doesn't
wondering
vibrate
what's
his
going on
face.
with her. Yeah, let's just get rid of these powers right now. No, Ralph, we are not the
She comes back. Chill.
I fucking
That's
well,
a weird
that was in
point.
season 5 when she came back, right? Or was that season 4?
Season 5, like it started off with like I think when she used like that neural fuckface thing that they put on Cecile at the end of season 4, like in season 5 they give it to Caitlin and she like communicate with Frost or something like that.
Mhm.
And then the fucking Frost thing just goes absolutely batshit
hate
crazy as
Hillary
the seasons
Frost
go on.
so much. I was so happy when she died in season 4. I was so pissed when they brought her back.
Oh my god.
I was very
Wait.
angry when she died in season 8 for reasons.
No, but in season 4, Frost, like she touches Ralph, the Frost side of her gets taken away, but then she's like doing science stuff, and then she comes to the conclusion that like Frost is still inside her somewhere. Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tried to call her out.
Well,
right?
BTW,
It's
you have
'cause,
great
like,
Hold up,
taste
hold
in
up, hold
the
up.
she finds out
and
that
quick question: what are some of your guys' favorite things in the Flash?
Oh shit, we'll get to this super chat later because they're asking a question. But yeah, she does some science. She's like, or I don't know if she comes to the conclusion or someone else does, but she's like, oh, Frost is still inside me somewhere, and I just need to unlock her somehow. So it's
I think they tried to use the reasoning thing like, oh, he didn't use DeVoe didn't use melting points powers. He used a different power. I think it was Damien's power. I think that guy's whoever it was with like the mental thing to put like a mental block on.
oh really? Is that what
or
it's gonna
something?
be?
I'm pretty sure that is what it is, and we're just going to.
Oh,
I don't
whoops.
know. I don't know how that effect still lasts that fucking long, but
Well,
sure.
Yeah.
well, I just in my video I assumed it was melting points power, so I guess season 5 is gonna prove me wrong now. That's good. Video is canceled. I gotta re-export it without that
God
line.
damn it!
This is what Twitterberry meant when he said season 2 of Kenobi would answer the question.
Oh shit! Sorry, I forgot I was.
killers.
Yeah.
We don't murder people.
You're
I
our
can't wait for that
pilot.
2-episode
Oh,
story.
did you
that we
just
get
point out
every
how
season of the Flash?
they don't
I think
murder
really
people in
see
Yeah, he
what-
did.
Arrested?
Let me
Yes, he
rewind.
did.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah! You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it all, and
Pagey's
we're
not.
really wondering.
He's getting like it right half the time. That's good.
Well, so I do kind of get, and I always have gotten the sense from Pagey that like he doesn't think the show's good. He might have once, and he might still think that the early seasons are something special. But like for years, it's just been very evident that he doesn't like the show anymore. But like he feels obligated to keep doing these videos.
Mhm.
So, I'm not really
Impossible.
surprised he's
Twitterberry
making
loves
a lot
him.
of great points.
I
He does
really
keep-
hope he's able
he
to
keeps
pivot.
up like a positive air about like each episode that he covers, but like you get this sense from him when he's talking about it more candidly that he is not a fan and hasn't been for some time.
Damn.
what was going on with her. Yeah, let's just get rid of these powers right now. No, Ralph, we are not the killers. We don't murder people. I can't wait for that 2-episode story that we get every season of The Flash. Like the Gorilla City one last year was pretty epic. How are they going to match that? Oh, okay. Hi.
That's a weird thing to dislike. I'm pretty happy that we didn't get any Grodd stuff. It was like overusing Grodd so much by that point.
So tired of Grodd, yeah.
I think he was talking more about how like they have like they used to have like the couple 2-part episodes, so it kind of like went hand in hand with each other. It just so happened that, like season 3 was with the Grodd stuff.
Yeah, I don't think he's saying that. Oh, no Grodd bad.
Oh,
He's
okay,
saying,
okay,
like,
okay.
no 2-episode events.
Oh yeah.
What would we consider the 2-episode event of season 1? Would it be the one where he like reverses time at the end because of the tsunami?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have sworn season 4 had a 2-episode event with Trial of the Flash. I might be misremembering.
No.
Would that count?
No,
I think
The
they
trial
crammed
itself
that,
is just
though.
one episode, right?
Yeah.
They don't say it's like part 1, part 2, but I don't think so. Trial of the Flash is episode 10. And then I think he gets incarcerated by the end of the episode. Because then, because then in episode 11, Ralph is like taking up the superhero duties for Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
My name's Todd, showrunner of The Flash, and no one has guessed who the mystery girl is.
Oh, that's Barry and Iris's daughter.
I'm your
Let me just pause for copyright.
daughter, Nora.
My name is Iris
What
West,
the
and I
fuck?
majored in English just
The
so I could
editing is
boss
so
around a
funny.
bunch of doctorates. God, there must be a lot of women getting powers for 3 months in Central City. Why didn't this dude's clothes
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. He
Holy
mentioned
shit.
it. It's so weird that she got zapped by the. You know, because in Central City, everyone got zapped by the particle accelerator, but not everyone has the meta gene. But she got her powers just as she was pregnant, like the end of her pregnancy, and she kept her powers somehow. So like so many women who were just like randomly develop powers probably in Central City. That must be so weird. They never addressed that.
Oh yeah, they
like,
even bring
I
up
forgot
like
about that.
they even bring up that I think Cecile is like, wait, does that mean I'm gonna lose my powers at the end of my pregnancy? And then it might have been Harry or Caitlin. They just like nod, and then she's like, "Oh fuck."
She keeps it because the Flash wanted her to become the main character.
Yeah,
Because they
because she
love
needs
Cecile.
to defeat Godspeed in the finale.
Yeah, it
Destined.
was all planned from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for 3 months in Central City? Why didn't this dude's clothes burn off? Did him getting powers transfer to his clothes and make them, well, fireproof?
I mean, yeah,
Is he-
that's kind of the assumption. It's just that's usually what happens with like clothes and media. We just kind of assume that the power someone has applies to their clothes, just so they don't have to have it be R-rated. It's not a big deal, honestly.
Otherwise,
Far
Barry would
rated.
have burnt off his clothes so many times.
You can just like not make it R-rated by not having the camera points down there in that vicinity. Just have it cut off from like his hips up.
Oh yeah, but then if you're using camera angles, then you need to like have the effect of the clothes burning, and there's like a lot of it.
Two
there.
pages
Yeah.
in Paige's defense, and this show isn't really consistent with this anyway, but the show does establish that clothes are affected like by metahuman powers. Like Barry burns up his jacket in the first episode when he runs so fast,
And his shoes. I forgot
and his
about
shoes,
that.
yeah. And like it's not the show isn't consistent with this, but like yeah, so I guess
Yeah,
it's
it's not
fair
a
enough
big
to
deal.
assume like, you know, clothes.
No,
should
I
burn
agree that
out.
it's like a small issue. I just think it's not worth pointing out. It's just like a convention that a lot of sci-fi media has.
I don't know why
There's,
he's
like,
saying it
50
deserves double. Like, is he saying this is the 22nd
No, it
and
deserves-
23rd point?
I think he's saying it
Deserves
deserves
double.
double because he already pointed out as before, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Daily
confused
double.
about.
Either way, if this deserves double, then dear lord, what?
What about the killing part? What about the sitting around and doing nothing? We have-
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Is like 3 out of the 25 reasons we hate the Flash or season 4, just has to do with
Yeah,
using
clothes
his
not
powers.
burning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there are a lot of other examples you could have used if you're gonna compile a list. 25 things wrong with the Flash season 4.
Well, let's see what the last two are.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what happened to this dude? They didn't really give us a clear answer, did they? Did DeVoe consume his powers, or is he still locked up somewhere?
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
dead by now. Like, R.I.P. Weeper confirmed? Hey guys, weird that I was just trying to kill all of you like a few weeks ago and now we are best friends, but LMFAO, who cares?
Yeah, Marlize
good point. I
keeps
hate
switching.
her
She
turn.
keeps flip-flopping between, no, Clifford, we don't kill people, and then like 10 seconds ago she's trying to stab someone through the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
What do you mean we don't kill people? We literally traffic like human beings and take their powers and kill them.
Yeah.
We've killed at least 6 people by now.
Yeah, the Weeper thing is funny because I had to look up at, there was one point in the video where I'm like, wait, there's supposed to be 12 metahumans that he went after, but there's only 11? And I was trying to figure out who the last one is, and I was like, oh yeah, at the very beginning of the season he went after this guy, as like a last scene of the episode, and then he never shows up again, and I think I looked at the wiki or something, and the assumption is that, yeah, DeVoe killed him. I think he does take his pout. I don't know, because he poisons Marlize with the love tears that he produces, so that she does whatever he wants. So I don't know if he's the one making it, or if he has the guy like caged up somewhere and he's forcing him to cry, or if it's just DeVoe doing it. But yeah,
I don't know why you wouldn't just cut out the middleman, kill him, take his powers, and just,
yeah.
But knowing DeVoe, he probably just locked him up. He probably, because being the smartest man alive, there's probably some reason that he just needs him locked up somewhere.
Yeah.
I weep for the Weeper.
That was perfect plan.
Well, that was it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that. I know some of you might find that cringy, some of you might find it really triggering, and some people might have found it hilarious. But
triggering.
Either way,
this was
if you
so
enjoyed it, it'd be
mild.
awesome if you could drop a like and it shows support. As I said, let me know any suggestions in the comments for more stuff that you've hated. You know, in reference to what we did in this video.
I mean,
in
he
the
could
comment
have
section down below. Anything else I didn't do in this video, let me know down there.
He
We
could have
might be able to
addressed
do a
all
part
the
2.
pointed all the problems with
If you're new to
DeVoe.
the channel, make sure to subscribe.
Yeah.
And I'll catch you
I
guys
guess
later. Goodbye.
I guess that means he thinks DeVoe is like an amazing villain.
He probably does. If I remember correctly, he liked DeVoe a lot.
Yeah, because he doesn't mention him once, just Marlize. Well,
Sexism.
I feel like
That's why-
Paige is what happens like when you're trying to show restraint to it, like all these points are pretty mild and everything, and all of us we're just broken, just absolutely broken from this fucking show.
Well, so
right.
that was a good video. What else we got going?
next video
There's
we
that other one
got.
that Matt-
This is the last. Oh shit!
The Flash was one of the biggest.
Yeah, I'll just put it back at the beginning. This one was recommend. I saw this on my recommended. It was recently posted, I think, within like the past week. The best and worst characters on the Flash, and it gave me a little chuckle because if you look at the thumbnail of this video, it has Barry placed in the best characters side, and I think you all know how I feel about Barry as a character.
No,
So-
tell us more, Matt. How do you feel about Barry?
Oh, he is only the greatest superhero to ever exist.
Name one unreasonable thing Barry did.
You can't.
So yeah, I thought it might be fun covering this. This is a 21-minute video though, so I don't know if we'll get through all of it in time. But I wanted to at least cover the supposedly good characters, the best characters of the Flash, because I think we might have some disagreements there. So
Yeah, I just want to say, do you want to read the super chats that you need to catch up? Because plus that gives me a little time to go to the bathroom.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I think someone came in clutch. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was one person, I think. Love the Flash vids. By the way, you have great points in the vids. And quick question, what are some of your guys' favorite things in The Flash? I actually had like 3 things I really liked in season 4. Of course they're like more superficial, but they're still fun. I already mentioned the Argus heist, basically, when DeVoe breaks in with all of his powers. Yeah, that was kind of shot creatively. They did like the Daredevil long take kind of thing, and I think they succeeded in that regard. There's only one like dumb instance, but it's not from DeVoe. It's from like one of the Argus guards. Yeah, so that's fine. And then I really liked Captain Cold comes back, or I guess he's Citizen Cold now, but he had a funny line when he reveals that he's going to get married to someone. He reveals that he and his like boyfriend are getting married, and Team Flash is like, "Oh, how cool, congratulations." And then he looks at Cisco and Barry and he like puts his hands on their shoulders and he says, "I figured if you two can make it, so can I." And then Barry and Cisco are like, "Wait, we're not." And then he's like, "I'm just teasing you." But yeah, that was really funny. There's another joke, I think. Ralph is kind of like bummed out after they save Edwin Gauss, the the guy with the teleportation powers, the guy who can make his own pocket dimensions. And then they're just sitting together by the pipeline, and then I guess Ralph kind of told him off screen what the deal is, and then when Edwin Gauss references DeVoe, he says the Ponderer instead of the Thinker, like he forgot the name, and I just thought it was funny. But yeah, not much else.
I mean,
just two
not
jokes
limited-
and a cool scene.
Not limited to season 4. They're just asking like what our favorite sort of like some things we like on the Flash.
Yeah, you two can go ahead.
I've always had a soft spot for like Barry's relationship with his parents. So pretty much any scene with regarding that will get to me. I've always loved the scene where he says goodbye to his mother. She dies in his arms.
Oh yeah.
The "If the Flash was my son" scene, that's a great one.
Oh, that
Just
scene
stuff like
slaps.
that.
That's a great scene.
I love.
Oh shit, I can't. I can't hear you guys right now. I don't know why.
I'm going to take that as a no.
Yeah.
You can't hear it. I hope.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
streams doesn't hear us for some reason.
It's fixed. It's because one of the AirPods died, and I guess it connection cut while I was switching to the other one.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I don't know how much of that they heard, but yeah, just basically like Barry Allen's.
What are your guys'
relationship
feelings
with his
about
parents
Cecile in
always
season
gets to me.
4 and in the current seasons? Spoiler: I hate her character now.
The thing is about
my
this
God.
about this show is that there's like a lot of moments mentioned in the show, like when Nora was initially like introduced, like their daughter Nora. I really liked the idea of Barry like being a mentor to Nora, just like the concept of it. There's a lot of like concepts and like things they try to do where I'm like, I could see this being good if you wouldn't just keep fucking it up.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
like the end, like the very ending of the show, like the series finale. I actually a pretty the idea of oh, I want to get spread my power out. Don't know how the fuck it works, but I like the idea. I like the sentiment of it. The problem is everything like leading up to it doesn't earn those moments. But then they have those moments, like how you mentioned, Sheev, with the parents and everything. It's like there are small incidents in this show that make you think maybe the writers get it. Maybe I hold on to those moments.
For me, there's 3 things I highlight. One is making Citizen Cold gay, and the reason I say that is because Wentworth Miller's gay in real life, and that actually
Just
meant a lot.
posted it for a long time, so yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's neat. Secondly, is how they brought John Wesley Shipp into the show and made him a legacy character essentially. I thought that was very creative, as well as making him Henry Allen. And the third thing, I've always liked Barry and his mum's relationship. I always felt any scene with them was a particular highlight for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the scene when he goes to Earth 2 and he calls his mom.
Yes.
Fucking Kino.
Yes.
Me personally, I like one thing about the show, and his name is Goatface.
Goldface.
Oh yeah, Goldface. Goldface is
Yeah.
on the list.
I was
Top
so
tier
hoping that you
villain.
wouldn't remember him, Jab, just so I could have him as my only
Goldface
thing I
is
like.
hilarious. He even called out
Goldface
Barry
is great.
for being stupid.
He calls out Barry so many times. He criticizes Hartley for being dumb. It's great. He's the best character.
Yeah, alright, should we get on the next video?
Yeah.
I don't suppose there's
One
any
of the
reason
biggest
not
issues
to.
with the Flash
wait,
was
wait,
its
wait,
overabundance
wait, wait.
of characters.
I didn't put it on screen yet.
Whoops.
Also, let me read this super chat that came in. Oh fuck. What are your guys' feelings about Cecile in season 4 and in the current seasons? Spoiler, I hate her character now. Yeah, Cecile is just she's just a mouthpiece for like other characters' feelings, and it's really lazy. Instead of having the
Super
characters
annoying.
communicate it, she's just like, "Oh, you're feeling this way." And now and
it's
he's
like-
feeling that.
Well, you don't
You
even
don't-
need to have the characters communicate it. Like, it's just evident in their expressions. And like,
Yeah, it's what I was
subtlety.
gonna say. You remember in Quantumania where William Jackson Harper reads Cassie's emotions like, "Oh, she's disappointed in you," and Scott is like, "Yeah, I got that." I'm like, "Yeah, I did too. Why the fuck did you say that? Why did you need the exposition to tell me how she's feeling?
It's
I can
funny,
see
I
it."
guess.
I think the big problem with Cecile that the showrunners just don't get is how much of an invasion of privacy her powers are, and how much she just goes into other people's minds to try and pull out what they're feeling.
No, they definitely get that because she thinks it's unethical to use her powers to read a client until she does it a season
until
later. But still.
she decides she's gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's when we met Az, and that was like the worst line Cecile has ever said in the show.
Are you sure there's a lot of bad lines Cecile has said in this fucking show?
No, she said it's unethical to use her powers to read a client, even though it would help the client to exonerate him. Like, it's so whatever. She like reads her friends' minds and everything, but this one client we can, and it's fucking stupid, especially because in season 9 with the good, the bad, and the lucky episode, she reads Becky's mind. So dumb.
Yeah, she does it all the time in season 4. So I'm just wondering when the moment where she finally decides I'm gonna stick to my morals is gonna happen.
Yeah,
only for a second.
Season 10.
Yeah, only for an episode.
Season 10.
I kept saying the only reason she did that is because she hates bald people. When Az came in, she's like, no, I'm not gonna read his mind.
If it was season 4, as when he still had hair.
Exactly.
All
Oh,
right.
Joe's bald. I don't know if that works actually all that well. Not that I think about it. Anyway.
Is it
One
up
of the
on screen
biggest
now?
issues with The Flash was its overabundance of characters and its reliance on the concept of Team Flash. I've been particularly critical of the supporting cast of the later seasons, but this did give me an idea to look at the entirety of the show and rank every main character from worst to best. What it means to be a main character is mildly subjective because going off of just the actors who are series regulars includes a lot of characters who those actors do play that aren't main characters, and there are characters who have appeared in more episodes than some series regulars, in addition to some villains as well. I basically decided for myself who I think were the main characters of every season based on what feels right, while also not including villains since I did make a villain ranking video and it's difficult to rank villains within a list of just main characters. With that in mind, we're left with 19 main characters, which just so happens to be the same number as the amount of main villains, so make sure to subscribe and let's begin.
Nice.
It's easy to forget that Cecile Horn debuted all the way back in season 1 as a nice, competent DA with hints at a possible romance with Joe. Boy, did this character lose her mind over time. She's fine in season 3 as well as Joe's love interest, but the second she got pregnant in, I think it was season 4, Cecile began her downward spiral into insanity. Her powers have always been really irritating, used as this unsubtle and
there's this
to explain characters' emotions without having to add.
Don't unpause my shit. I needed to talk, so I was pausing it. I don't know if Sky
You
like
could've just
replayed
said
it.
pause. No, it's because you didn't pause. I paused it.
Oh, so we just paused at the same time.
No, you didn't pause at all. You said don't unpause my shit. But it didn't pause at all before. You just didn't pause it right. I paused it right. Anyway, say
Oh.
what you wanted to say.
Are you talking about the actual play button icon? Because that doesn't show
Yeah,
up
you
when
need
I'm
to
in
press
full
that.
screen.
Yeah, you can't press play when you're on full screen because you can't press the button.
Well, if you
Well,
use the
shit.
spacebar, you can.
Alright, I'll start doing that then. There's this moment in fucking... Oh, I think I sent it in, like, one of the group chats, but Cecile just starts, like... She's in the living room of the Joe Barry household, and then Joe answers the door, because there's a knock on it. It's a guy delivering pizza, and then Cecile starts acting like the guy delivering pizza, like she starts using his, like, surfer dude slang and everything, and it's really weird. I don't think there was even, like, a payoff to that in season 4. She just does it, and then Joe's like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, that was a very weird power that they just decided to drop on us. Like, she didn't even do it, like, intentionally. She just kind of became this other persona out of nowhere. Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna
like when
pay off later.
she feels someone else's emotions, she actually feels the emotions, right? So in theory, it would be the same principle of, like, she became the person because she was feeling like that person, I guess.
But, like, does that
then
mean
she
she
got
carries
used to
over... Does that mean she carries over their, like, slang and the way they talk?
Yes, she gets their personality too. Not the personality and feelings have anything to do with one another. So
Well, yeah, but slang is like just part of language, which has to be learned.
Yeah.
So like you can't. Like if someone used a slang term from the year 2557, like they're like a time traveler and they came back to our world, and they were like, "Yo, that's totally glip nobble." But like I'd never heard them use that, and then I used Cecile's powers and became them, like, in their personality. I wouldn't then start referring to things as glib nobble because I've never heard that term before.
Yeah, that's what she does.
Yeah, I mean her powers. It doesn't make any sense for her to
She's
act that way.
insane, like insane character with all these different powers.
Can't stand Cecile.
Agreed.
Yeah, especially as she
mostly
gets way more
indifferent to her,
powerful.
but like she just got worse and worse every season.
She just gets so much more powerful. I stand by it that she's the main character in season 9.
Yeah.
Season 8 too.
Season 8, yeah.
Can we address how in the series like final arc she got 2 powers out of her ass? That fucking Doctor Strange ain't shit, and then just flies for no fucking reason.
I love that she just flies as if she always knew how to fly, and that wasn't the first time she did it in the show. It's like, oh, okay, I guess she could do it.
It's weird, like you're just like, this is the final episode. This is like the final battle.
This is what you chose.
Power that we've never seen before. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Which actively detracts from the overall experience of watching the show, as it feels like we're being talked down to. Cecile gave birth in the finale of season 4, but then was confirmed to still have these powers. I think it was in the first episode of season 5, and the fall continued. Cecile became more and more prevalent on this show, while Joe became less and less so, as her powers kept on developing, and as the new showrunner pretty clearly developed some sort of obsession with her, she only got more and more prevalent, to the point of literally
Oh my
being the main
God.
character of season 9,
That was creepy.
who
What
has
the
a
heck?
story
Yes.
and maybe even more screen time than Barry Allen, in which she's at her very worst by far. Her story is terrible. She's constantly gaining new powers, and her
Agreed.
superhero persona that she gets near the end
Virtue.
is so stupid. Cecile
Look at
isn't
shit.
just the worst character on
Virtue
bad.
is the funniest name. When we saw her, we started laughing, and she said, "I'm Virtue." Imagine your name being Virtue. It's so funny.
Why do they think that, like, announcing your superhero name in the middle of like an action scene is like the time to do it?
Not even that, she said it to Barry
Yeah.
too. It's
She
like,
said, "Hey,
who the fuck are you
Flash,
trying to hide
it's
your identity
Virtue."
from?
Yeah. Oh, that was so fucking funny. Also, her costume is awful.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
can work. Like I mean, one of the parts that I like about Guardians 1 is just like when they're confronting Ronan and Star-Lord says like the whole, we're the guardians of the freaking galaxy. Like it can be fun, it can be cool. Just got to be somewhat organic.
Mhm.
It wasn't organic
It
though.
wasn't organic.
Oh, I was going to
So-
mention. I just realized we're watching the worst characters right now.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to start with the best ones just in case we
Yeah.
ran out of time, because I'm premiering the video in an hour and 13 minutes. No, hour
Oh,
and
there should
20 hour and 23 minutes. Sorry.
I think there
we've
should
got
be time to finish the video. Yeah.
Just gotta.
You think
We
so?
we were
Alright.
we've not paused we've not paused much during it. Not nearly as much as if it was an ecom. So.
That's
and I
true.
guess we're going from worst to best, which is what you would typically do in a ranking video. So I guess I don't know why we expected it to be the other way.
It also makes sense that Cecile would be on the bottom of the worst list.
Fuck
I
Cecile.
agree. Base.
Yeah.
The Flash, but the character that officially cemented the post-crisis era of the Arrowverse as an illegitimate adaptation of the DC Universe as a parody. Keon is legitimately the stupidest
Keon?
character this show has had.
I
Keon.
love Keon.
She's
I
fine.
like Keon.
She is
like Keon.
fine. I don't really
I don't
care
like
for
her.
her. But like, she's fine.
She can be a worst character, but not like right in front of Cecile.
Yeah.
I think she's
I
poo.
like him.
I
I
found
like
her a
Keon.
bit annoying. I'll be honest.
I agree
But,
with
like,
I found her endearing. She was like so
Fine.
naive. It was like interesting seeing her outlook on things until it was like incredibly inconsistent with
Yeah,
how
but
she was written.
Then
which
it made it
happens sometimes.
weird. It's like, oh, you're so naive. Like basically saying you were literally born 2 weeks ago. Then you have fucking
And then-
Mark having sex dreams
yeah.
about her.
But that's
Oh,
the problem is with Chillblane. The problem is
Yeah.
with Chillblane.
He's
is
a
that-
worse
that's-
character than she is by
that's
a
Mark
country
issue.
mile.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
I'll agree with
yeah.
that.
Why is he above her on this list? Is he on the list? He's a
I
main
hope he's
character.
not. I hope he's not on the list.
My issue is
I
with
don't know
how
if you would count him as a
philosophical-
in character actually.
I think in season 9 he was.
He's classified
pretty
as their
prominent
main
role.
cast.
Yeah, but it's like he said from what feels right, and Mark isn't on like that many episodes.
Fair.
Anyway, Jeb, what you say?
I don't like Keone because they kind of present. They're trying to do the whole she was just born, so she's naive, but they also want it to be this source of philosophy and super.
Yeah, she's super wise and knows like everything about like nature.
But she's
like,
in touch with
instantaneously.
Earth. That makes her super wise.
And
True.
nothing she says actually makes a lick of sense when you process
Also,
that.
just her creation in general, like how she came to be, and the fact
yeah.
that they literally just killed off Caitlyn off screen to bring this bitch on. It's like
And how none of Team
Yeah.
Flash gave a single
Just-
shit. that
they
she
went
was-
dancing.
Yeah,
They went
dancing.
Bring Caitlyn
yeah.
back as well at the end. Just to bring Caitlyn
Yeah, they bring
back.
her back in the finale, so it's like, oh, whatever.
Well, yeah, that was the
Like,
that was
That's
the
why I didn't
giveaway.
even care.
That was the giveaway
Sorry,
for
I
me.
gave a shit.
That was the giveaway for me when they just like didn't care. There wasn't like a dedicated scene to Caitlyn's death. Like that's when I knew like, oh, she's just gonna come back.
Yeah,
I guess.
Season 8 had an entire episode dedicated to Killer Frost's funeral, but then season 9 just like doesn't care that she's dead. It's awful.
Like everyone on Team Flash was mourning her, and we're trying to figure out different ways to honor her memory or whatever. And
Yeah.
and then in season 9, Caitlyn's dead, and it's like, oh, okay, let's
Whatever.
go party.
Moving on.
Come on, Barbie,
So-
let's go party.
So dumb.
Lot to do with the character on this show. Not only is she an original character not in the comics, but also a new character appearing out of nowhere in the last season who takes away from the presence of another character, Caitlyn Snow. That takes the form of Keon hijacking Caitlyn's body for a year while everyone thinks she's dead. No one cares that she's dead, while Keon
Yes.
morphs into an
That's true.
actual goddess or the Avatar or whatever who actually overshadows
She
the
did
importance
become a
of the
goddess.
Flash in this universe, while also kind of falling in love with Mark, all of which makes for the single worst character.
Nah, she didn't,
She didn't
fall in love with
Mark.
Mark.
Like,
Mark
Yeah.
fell in
So
love with
one-sided.
her, and then Mark was like, "Yo, I'm gonna leave because I just realized I'm in love with you, and I shouldn't be, and we should be friends."
She was
It like,
interested
yeah,
in
we just weren't.
being his friend, like that.
Yeah,
but just to
she
that
did not fall in
extent.
love with him.
Also,
Yeah.
I didn't want to skip past this, but Madvigate said I'm not allowed to pause, so I just. But
You're fine.
he referred to her not being from the comics, like being an original character, and it seemed like he was phrasing that as though that were a point against her
Yeah,
I think he was.
did
because
phrase
she's
it
not
like a
in the
negative.
comics. That's such a weird thing to say.
Yeah,
Why would you say
I
that?
mean, Coulson is a character created for Avengers.
Yeah,
and he becomes
he's
like
great.
arguably my favorite character in the MCU. Him or Fitz.
Yeah,
Fitz is also an original character, isn't he?
Jem is also original
Because
character
they're
as
the two
well.
favorite characters. They're my two favorite characters in Agents of Shield.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, silly.
Character decision in this show's history. Caitlyn was so screwed over, and Keon as a character makes no sense.
Keon.
Moreover, Keon falls into the trope of someone without any memory who's incredibly naive, but also says the most insightful things at times, coupling that
Yeah,
with
I agree
incessant
with that.
borderline creepy smiling, her irritating
Creepy smiling.
Bear-
Oh my god.
Twitter Barry hated that
Barry
too.
said the same thing. Twitter Barry said the same thing. No way.
Do we find
She's
his
not
channel?
creepy. This is Twitter.
Twitter Barry's channel. No way.
I mean, he hates
I thought that
Cecile
was
too.
like such an. I thought that was like such an insane thing for Twitter Barry to say, and here is someone else saying it. The creepy smiling. Like,
remember
what are you
remember
talking
Twitter
about?
Barry compared the smiling to Martha Wayne like Joker smile.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh my god.
You know who has a
Yeah.
creepy smile on this show? Cecile.
Yes.
I agree.
Scares the shit out of me.
You know what? Yeah, that scene when like she's in like that padded fucking room, like in her mind, and she's going up against that weird fucking creepy version of herself. Yeah, no. If I had to put up with that, I'd just kill myself.
Damn.
dialogue, and everything else mentioned earlier, Keon is one of the worst characters I've ever seen on a TV show. Chillblaine is an absolute mess of a character.
How is he ahead though?
How is he better than her?
Yeah.
No.
I guess because he had more seasons, more time, therefore he's more developed.
Yeah,
more
Theory.
seasons to be
Fucking
shit.
sucks.
I like
I
the
can't
actor.
fucking
I guess.
stand him.
The actor is great. When Frost dies in season 8, he's great. His acting is great.
Good actor.
Yeah, I think the reason I like him is because like in season 8 he doesn't do anything. Like he's just there and he cries about Frost. I'm like, damn, that's a good character because the rest of the characters were so bad. Like I kept saying throughout season 8, like Frost is the best character because she was the least dumb, and even that she wasn't great. So yeah, I think that's just like the bar.
Season 7 has poisoned the well for me in terms of Chillblaine. He was really obnoxious in that season.
Oh yeah, fuck him that season. Fuck
Seven is the
Chillblaine
worst
in general.
season also.
Was so confusingly bad. He starts off as a recurring enemy turned love interest of Frost, but not only is the character himself crazy, I mean, put on a shirt,
Screenshot.
but also his romance with Frost is just vile.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to enjoy Frost's constant flirting with this murderer? Are we supposed to forget the murder because she likes him and because, well, he has abs? Chillblaine never gets any better as the show has such a weird insistence on
good
trying
points.
to make him a main supporting character, but any and all attempt to do so isn't just super cringy and poorly written and just straight up bad, but also doomed to fail because he's a literal murderer. He needs to go to jail. He
I
doesn't
really
deserve
hope he
a
doesn't
second
put
chance. It
Goldface
also
in
doesn't
this
help that-
list. In
Like,
the, in
he's
the
gonna be
worst.
in the best
Not a
characters.
recurring villain.
If he puts Goldface in the list, he better be number one.
Yeah,
If he
don't
puts
like-
Goldface in the list, in the negative, in the worst characters list, then we're turning this video off.
Yeah.
I don't like the argument he's making how like, oh, it doesn't work because he's a murderer. I'm like, you just, I assume you like Killer Frost.
So is
Well,
Barry.
I'll
Yeah.
do you one better. I wonder what this guy thinks of Oliver Queen.
Yeah, yeah.
He started off as a murderer and he changed for the better. Like it's okay. That's allowed in these
Chillblaine.
shows.
And also,
Yeah,
so he
Chillblaine
got a
never
part.
touched
He
him.
got a pardon. Then, like, didn't he like give up like some information? And became like a free man or something in season 7? Was it? I want to say it's season 7.
I think. Can you realistically get a pardon for like actual murder?
Fuck me if I know. It's the Flash.
I don't think that, like, I think there are some
Pardon.
crimes that cannot be forgiven. But
I think
and,
you
like,
get, I think you get a plea deal. A pardon is something else.
I could be wrong on what it was in particular, but I know he got like off or whatever. Was considered a free man.
He's as tied to Frost as he is because he entered the show at Frost.
Sorry, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna. It's just no. It's fine. Just forget about
Okay.
it.
All right.
Doesn't help that he's as tied to Frost as he is because he entered the show at Frost's literal lowest ever point and it only got worse after she died and Keon showed up. Chester is a bargain bin. Cisco
Blasphemy.
Bargain
Fucking
bin Cisco.
blasphemy.
Fuck.
Taylor Frost is also worse than Keon, like by a lot. So I don't know why she's not lower on the list.
He barely justified why
I forgot.
why Chillblaine is bad.
I forgot this was Chester's full name. Chester P. Runk.
Runk. Yeah, his name is really funny.
Chester
I hate
P.
Chester.
I don't
Yeah.
appreciate this slander.
I
on
remember the
Chester's
first
name.
time he showed up and we were like, wait, who's that? And Jeb was just like, I hate him. I'm like, okay. So that-
Ever since then, he's been my mortal enemy because I knew he was just there to replace Cisco.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair.
yeah, it's what he said.
That's
It's
fair.
probably been
I
Cisco.
find
So.
him annoying. But like, like he's one of the more mild annoying characters on the show, I would say.
Was it him that had the moment that maybe like bang my laptop or something? I think it was him. Something he said.
Oh yeah, try to remember.
What's
There was
the
an
concept?
episode where Jeb almost quit during season 9. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Oh, was it
Season
during
9 with
9?
Chester.
It was
Yeah, it
definitely
was
during
season
9.
I just
I think it
remember.
was like
I remember the most like atrocious moment was when he like was live streaming. Was he building something? He left his
Yeah,
like
he was
live
live
stream
streaming,
on
yeah.
like
Oh,
top
yeah.
top
Yes, he was
Star
talking,
Lab
yeah.
secrets, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're
Yeah.
showing people how to like build dangerous things. I think.
oh, it
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
still,
that was like a
it
whole
was-
subplot in an episode. Was Allegra was like, "Hey, maybe don't do that."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking what's his name? It's like
Wookiee
something-
Lover 77.
Wookiee
Yes.
Lover.
Wookiee
yeah.
Lover. Yeah.
Which that was never paid off, by the way, right? Like,
No,
They
it
were going
was. He
to.
said
It
he said at
was,
the end
it
of the
was.
episode, no, he was just like doing it to try to help people. The building was evacuated. Everything's fine.
no,
Now
no.
I'm talking to him.
But then, after they left the room, remember there was like a cliffhanger where it showed Wookiee Lover 77 hacking into his computer and downloading.
No,
stuff.
there was someone
Yeah.
else hacking to his computer. I don't think it was Wookiee Lover.
it
Okay,
was-
but either way,
Oh.
that wasn't paid off, right?
It was going to be, but apparently the showrunners cut it out due to the limited episodes in season 9.
No, I wanted to see
That's
the
funny.
real Wookiee
Wookiee
lover in
Lover.
person.
I was
Yeah, they
waiting
just-
for Wookiee Lover 77 to be revealed
I
to be like
thought-
Thawne or something.
Was it before or after Red Death? Because I thought it was Red Death.
That was before.
No, it
Red
was
Death.
after
That was
Jeb.
in season
No, no,
one.
no, no, no. I'm talking about when
Oh.
Jeb lost his mind. That was after Jeb. That was like one of the last episodes.
Oh,
it wasn't
no,
like
that-
a really recent
that-
one.
That I know. I know actually the context now. Cecile said that she was going to do. She was going to like prioritize Joe, and I
Oh my
slammed my
God.
laptop and say everyone's going to fucking die if you do that.
Oh yeah, it was that. Yeah, fun times. Anyway, Chester P. Runk.
Way, even compared to late season Cisco, he's not just worse than the worst version of Cisco, but also he's a copy. He's far less funny, his actor isn't nearly as good at the comedic timing or good at it at all, and his dialogue is so cringy.
Yes,
hate
I was
his
about to
echoing
mention
shtick. It's
that.
so stupid.
He says like
Yeah.
the dumbest
Yeah.
like slang. It's slang that's like, I'm pretty sure it's just made up by the writers. It's not even like from a certain generation. I'm sure.
Well,
I'm
it's just
pretty
another
sure they
thing
made that shit
saying-
up.
Yeah, he says frack all the time, so
No, that's
he
one of
doesn't
them.
swear. But he has the like, holy Benjamin Button. All that music.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Makes me want to
Wasn't-
kill himself.
Wasn't it Felicity that started Frat?
It might have
No,
been. That sounds like
I
a
thought it was-
Felicity thing.
No, I thought it was wasn't Nora that did
I'm
it,
just-
like with the future slang. I know that was
Oh,
shit.
shit, Nora.
Like,
Let me have a look. Because I know Felicity
be.
said it at some point. Felicity's definitely said frack. I know my Felicity.
Well, frack is something I've heard in other, like just various media, like as
Yeah.
a substitution for fuck.
Yeah. The
Oh, yeah.
Guardians
I think I remember
game-
Charlie from Supernatural said it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Felicity
she
said.
does.
Yeah, Felicity says, "Oh, frack" and stuff like that. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, the Guardians game also replaces swear words. Pretty cringy. Like, just don't have them in your script if you're gonna replace them. Just don't.
I hate
Just
the
do the
echo
Shadow
thing
the
he
Hedgehog
does.
approach.
So when they were talking about Barry's birthday in the season 9 episode, he was like, "This party's gonna be epic, 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 epic."
Oh yeah, he
I
did
was like, I
that.
wanna-
Oh my god.
You so hard.
There's so many times where you just like have a guttural reaction, like Chester, kill yourself, just like in the middle of an episode. He just says something, and one of the 5 people in the panel are just like, "No, I refuse."
but he bagged Allegra, so can he really be that bad of a character?
To be fair, Allegra's also awful. She's just hot, so
Yeah, that's
That's enough for me.
Nice to
redeeming
look at.
quality there.
yeah.
Interesting rest of the team. His stories are terrible, including meta powers that just disappear and he never uses anymore, despite that being a core characteristic of his comic counterpart, as is being, well, you know,
That's what?
oh my god,
that's his comic counterpart, Chunk?
Chunk. Yeah.
Chunk. Oh my god.
Chunk.
That's so fucking
Is that
funny.
where that
Yo,
derived
someone needs to
from?
rewind that shit.
Is that why Allegra calls him Chunk?
No, she calls him Chuck.
He calls him Chuck,
Oh.
which is
Oh,
weird, 'cause
okay.
I don't know that that's short.
Yeah,
for
Jeb.
Chuck.
It's
Yeah.
your deafness talking. Come on, Chuck.
Chunk.
That is right. He never does. The black hole powers are never brought up again until the finale.
At the finale
Yeah.
where he
To
pull
survived
shit
being
out of his
dead.
ass.
It's very funny. It's like, oh, Reverse Flash killed them. Actually, no.
And then he's questioning. Oh, do I? No, sorry. You can continue. It's a pointless point.
Despite that being a core characteristic of his comic counterpart, as is being, well, chunky, his relationship with Allegra is awful, and at some point, both characters...
No, you're wrong. That relationship
dare
is
you.
beautiful.
They have
I
set
wish.
after D&D.
I just remember throughout all of season 8 just being like, they're very clearly doing the will they won't they, but like they didn't pay it off in season 8 like at
Yeah.
all.
I
was like,
remember
why- what
after
was
the
the point of
finale
that?
ended, we were like, wait, what? How did you end before you paid that off? And then some sign you really do.
Alright, hold
And
up.
like this
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Hearing all of this out of context is hilarious. Flashbacks to when I binged watch 15 seasons of NCIS, so much time gone.
Thank you, James Moore. I don't know if y'all see it on screen yet.
Yeah. we
I'm
did.
looking at the watch together, so I'm not looking at the YouTube thing.
Yeah, he's just saying hearing all of, because he's never watched The Flash, hearing all of this out of context is hilarious.
Yeah, I imagine.
Fair.
But what I was saying is like this is a clip that he's showing on screen is from Armageddon. Like they spent 3 episodes, I want to say, 2 or 3 episodes developing these characters and their relationship.
No, it was only one episode.
Yeah.
Was it only the one episode?
Yeah,
Sure,
it's the
but
one
yeah.
episode where he went back. Barry went back in
Went
time.
to-
went
he
forward
to-
in time.
Yeah, he went to 2031, and it turns out that they hooked up at some point, and then like they had a misunderstanding that caused them both to think they hate each other.
Yeah, it's
And then
because
throughout the
Chester
It wasn't even a
left to get
misunderstanding.
breakfast.
Yeah, he went
Chester
to get
left
breakfast.
to get breakfast, and Allegra was like, the moment he left, I was thinking, oh my god, it's like my dad left or something.
But she
Like,
kicked him.
people
She
leaving
kicked him
away.
out, meaning she saw him
Yeah.
returning with the breakfast and decided that he didn't care about her, so she
No,
kicked
but
him
then
out.
Chester came
Pretty
back and
much.
said she was just gone.
Oh, he did. Oh,
The point
yeah.
is, they spent
think
an
we all-
entire
yeah.
episode developing the relationship of two alternate versions of these characters that immediately get erased from the
Yeah, they get erased
timeline.
by the end of the episode. Yeah.
So it's like, what was the point of any of that?
damn! Why didn't Chester just say like, "Yo, where are you? I have breakfast." That would have surely
Yeah.
turned the tide around.
True.
They never like talk to each other at any point between
Yeah.
then and 2031.
Yeah, he was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, she's gone. I guess I'm not gonna ask her where she went."
The one time the Flash doesn't decide to stop and talk. The one time.
Just because relationship characters, Chester isn't the single worst Team Flash 2.0 recruit, but he's definitely up there in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I just want to say we mentioned Chester and Allegra, great relationship. We were kidding.
Yeah, no,
we,
they,
we root for them in our reactions because it's funny.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah, no, they suck.
wish
think
it was
they're good,
nice.
actually.
Yeah.
I totally buy this interracial relationship.
Wow, Jeff. Of course, you had to
okay.
wish.
They were talking about like the lack of subtlety in Cecile's display of powers, but like I did really like that one scene in season 8 where she realized that they had feelings for each other, and she kind of turned around and
She just
was
left.
like, and then she just left. She didn't say
Showed
anything. It
some
was great.
restraint.
Yeah.
It was like, yes,
Yeah.
thank you. That's all we needed.
Two more.
Yeah,
of
that's
that.
the kind of scene that works for her. When
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting Cecile to go, these two want to fuck, Barry.
yeah, they just got to her going to Barry like those two need to fuck quick, dude.
Remember,
ASAP.
Barry and Iris have fucked in that room where Chester and Cisco are.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Oh,
about
Lord.
that scene.
They
All right,
did.
the Stark Hives.
Yeah,
Chester came down to get something, and he found them just like fucking
Oh my
over
lord!
by the rack, and they were like, "We weren't doing anything, Chester," and he's like, "Uh huh."
Iris comes up holding, I think, the Thinker's helmet. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, what?
I
Remember
swear.
that?
Why?
What season is that in?
This was like season 8, I think.
No, it's season
Yeah.
7.
No,
Season
seven.
7.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember that scene.
It's
I
the
think
episode
Jeff showed me.
immediately after Cisco leaves and fucking Chester's organizing the Star Kai. And they just come up. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's all fine." Fucking Iris comes up, her shirt's on basically backwards, and she's holding the Thinker's helmet and trying to hide it.
What was she
That-
doing with that?
Wow, can't wait to get to that part. Also, someone donated. No message though. Thank you, Hardy Hologram.
Hardy
Someone
har.
donated it now with a message.
Oh. Fuck, it's gonna come in like really late while we're watching the video. I mean,
Why do you
we-
have it set
I
up
mean,
like
I mean,
this?
it's like no comment because it's obvious who wins. So, I guess we can just let it play it. Thank you, Unity 202.
Out of all of the Flash 2.0 additions, I think Allegra
Netflix's
is the
Daredevil
least
versus
horrible,
CW
but
Flash
horrible
wins.
nonetheless. Her powers aren't as bad as Cecile's, and her dialogue isn't as cringy as Chester. Still, her mere existence is laughable, as her comic counterpart was created by the new showrunner when he was a comic writer, and he clearly wants to use his own character, maybe even pay himself royalties if it works that way. I'm not sure.
Allegra kept forgetting she has teleportation though. In moments where teleportation would be really useful.
Teleportation device.
She can teleport? I forgot about that.
Yeah, she has a teleportation device.
Because the show never explains how they
blue
work.
smoke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a moment during the Red Death shit, the Goatface asks, "Hey, like, how would you expect to do that? Do any of you can teleport?" And Allegra's like, "Actually, I can." And then like, there's the entire fucking Cecile subplot of like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be with Joe all the time.
Wait, can't she use the teleportation stuff? Like, because they're just balls. Can't she just use it to teleport Cecile?
Yeah, that's my point. Like, Cecile said, like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to see Joe when Allegra's just standing there. Like, I don't know.
Well, I've
never heard of teleportation.
I don't know.
I'll do one better. I remember in the episode with Becky Sharp, she was talking about how, I have to go. I can't miss this train. And then she missed the train. She was helping Becky, and it's like, gee, if only I had a friend who had super speed, or a friend who could
that's like the entire point of we keep saying that during our entire recording. Just like, use the teleportation. Like, why do you keep forgetting that you have it? It's so annoying. And she like gives a pep talk to Cecile, like, no, you're still a great mom, as if like she doesn't have the solution to all her problems. It's funny.
On top of that, Allegra's stories are all so forgettable. Her relationship.
Also, if only Cecile could fly at that point, maybe she could have just flown over to Joe's house.
Oh yeah, she didn't have that power yet, I'm afraid.
So when the hell did she learn to fly then? Because clearly she can't.
Happened.
It just happened in the finale. She was like, well,
I wonder if like that was the moment she knew she could fly. She just jumped up and was just in the air, and she was like, "Wait a second, what the fuck is happening?" I can fly. He can fly.
Virtue.
They fly now.
With Chester is terrible, as I mentioned earlier, and she's absolutely never fun to see on screen. Especially
she's very fun to see
to watch on screen.
Especially in the field, she never gets a costume or even a code name. Although looking at Cecile, that might be a good thing. In my opinion, Killer Frost in Season 3 was literally just Caitlyn. It wasn't until Season 4 they were retconned into being two separate characters, which if you watch Season 3 is simply not the case. That's clearly Caitlyn, not a different personality, and because of that...
I don't think that's true.
What do you know? What?
I think it is, because don't quote me on this. I think in Season 4 is when they start, like, communicating, like, off-screen. Like, they leave little post-it notes with messages on for each other. So it's like, clearly they're establishing that they're two different entities when one is taking control. So I don't remember if that was a thing in Season 3, but
I think charitable to him. I think what he's trying to say, how like in Season 3 it kind of seemed like Killer Frost was just kind of like all like the negative and pumped up emotions that kind of Caitlyn like withheld, maybe being like all let out. I think that's what he's trying to get across. But then again, we've had more seasons of them just being two different personalities than not, if that was the case. So it's still a weird thing to bring up.
Season 4 definitely they're two separate entities.
I'm counting Killer Frost in Season 3 as a part of Caitlyn Snow. Because of that, Frost has literally not had a single good season. Killer Frost being a villain in Season 3 was genuinely interesting and well handled. Frost being a separate character and especially becoming a hero was the last thing I wanted to see done with this character. A character who initially was called Killer Frost. That's not the name of a hero. I think this was a mistake from the...
Okay, that's silly.
Iris kept, like, condemning her in Season 4 even for, like, killing.
I'll do you one better. There is no good reason why Killer Frost had, like, this version of her had to be evil. It seemed more like Caitlyn saw that she was evil in a different universe and was just like, oh no, now I have ice powers, which means I have to be evil too. And then she just was. And it's like, why?
Yeah, they definitely should have explored. They should have at least tried maybe explore maybe how the Killer Frost like powers like or some shit like that. Like it kind of does something like with her mind or something kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing. But they just say like, oh yeah, she's Killer Frost now, therefore completely evil, completely.
There's nowhere to run. Yeah.
The Flash is a
like
good
I get
show.
this. I got
You
the
guys
sense
are
from
just tastelies.
in Season 2 when we met Earth 2 Frost that something had happened to her, like that had caused her to become evil, like naturally, organically, as a person would. Like she didn't just develop her powers and then immediately just go, I'm evil now. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember fully.
I think you're right.
A donation just came in. They spelled tasteless wrong, so this is how the robot guy read it out loud. The Flash is a good show. You guys are just tastelies. Instead of tasteless.
Oh.
Oh yeah, thank you, Smiler Live. Smiller? Smiler?
Everything they've done since...
Smiller.
Smiller.
Yeah, that's,
Smiller.
that's Sheep Talks 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was like Groppy or something.
Well, it's he changes
He
all
has
the time.
one of many personas.
Indeed. He's the hero with 1,000 faces.
Then what uninteresting. Retconning her backstory, creating a sisterly relationship with Caitlyn, separating the two physically, and then falling in love with Chillblaine especially. I've just never cared for any of it, and it simply got worse and worse over time, to the point where I was glad that she died. Unfortunately, unlike Caitlyn, who was great in the earlier seasons, Frost never got that chance, but it was a bad idea for a character anyway from the start. They should have never been two separate personalities, and Frost should have never been a hero. Nash was...
I disagree with both of those statements.
That's...
I think the way to do it is just like instead of separating them, make it a DID thing where it is like part of her, but it is a different personality in her brain, just shielding her from her childhood trauma, which is like the point of her dad creating the personality was exactly for that. So by the end, they just merge and they're fine. That's like
so is
very simple.
He's separating all the different Welleses, which is fair. But like that, there's a lot of Welleses.
I wonder which ones he's gonna go through.
You kind of have to go through each of them, don't you? Really?
Well, because
I'm sure there are ones that aren't like main characters.
Obviously not like the one-off one, like the Council of Wells.
Well, I think more just the season Welleses,
yeah,
like
the season
Nash,
long ones.
Sherlock, well, like Harry,
HR,
yeah.
Does Timeless Wells count? I can't remember how many episodes he was.
He
like
does not
3, I
count as the
think.
main character.
I don't
He's
think
barely
he
even in the show.
He was in the finale, okay?
Yeah.
I knew.
Wells was initially a huge step up from the previous 3 seasons of nothing that was the seasonal and rotating Wells, as his connection to the Young Crisis elevated him to a genuine...
Paused it.
Is he counting Harry in that? Because Harry is far and away the best Wells.
I think he is, because you said the first 3 seasons and the rotating Wells.
Yeah, well, so... No, Harry's great. Fuck you.
I wanted to pause it because another dono from Hardy. I can't wait to see you praise about your favorite show today. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. And then one that hasn't come in yet. Do you hate it? Do you also hate it when Cecile's eyes stick out? Does she do that?
She does do that.
we're
When
talking
she's
about.
like
Does she
panicking,
just-
her eyes are sticking.
Oh, she just like opens them really wide.
Oh, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking
Do
about
you
now.
also have
Yeah,
Princess
I
Leia
know
with a stick in
what
it?
it is because I remember editing and I'm like, fucking hell, your eyes.
Well, thank you, Bat Maximilian. Yeah. Oh, wait. Is
Wells
Nashville?
as a
Is this season 5? Wells? Is that why I don't remember him?
Season
Yeah.
6. He was
Oh.
he comes from a world where he mentored a girl named what was it, Maya, who was like an alternate version of Allegra. So he met her and instantly was like trying to help her. And she was like, I don't fucking know you. That they had sort of a relationship, and then he died in season 7.
For some bullshit reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to revive. The
Wasn't it
speed.
to revive the artificial speed force, which
Yes,
then
only-
made Barry a bad person, so then they destroyed it, making his sacrifice completely moot?
That is 100% correct.
Yes,
Amazing.
yeah.
It was so fucking stupid.
Which led to timeless wells.
Yeah, that's right. Because after Crisis, all the other Wellses converged into Nash, including Thawne for some reason, even though he's not actually a Wells.
That's the show.
They were all just like possessing in his mind. And then they all die in order to reboot the artificial speed force that gets destroyed an episode later.
What makes Wells so special is beyond my comprehension. That like he's the only person in this multiverse that gets multiple versions of himself like in one body.
Well, because he's pariah, right? Like that was the reason they went with, because he
Was
activated
that the reason?
Crisis.
Yeah, he was prior in Crisis.
Oh, okay.
His connection to elevated him to a genuine relevant character whose existence was necessary, and the fact that he ended up actually being Pariah was a really cool twist that not only works really well in the story, but technically makes him an adaptation of a DC character, while every other version of Harrison Wells we've met up until this point is now a doppelganger of Pariah, and that was cool. However, the Crisis came and went, and just as The Flash took a nosedive in quality, so did Nash Wells, as he reverted back to the personality he had prior to the Crisis, which was so lame, and his story became entirely about Allegra, which is just as lame, or even more so. Nash is so strange, as during the Bloodwork arc, and especially in the Crisis itself,
Fuck,
he
I
was
have
the
nothing to
first
say
time
about
in
this, because I
years
haven't
a
gotten
Wells
this
was
far.
interesting.
I don't know
The second the Crisis
anything he's
ended,
talking
he
about.
became the worst ever main Wells. And considering that's around 2/3 of his screen time, I think in general he is only mildly worse than the next Wells on the list, but
He's about to say Sherlock, isn't he?
Probably. Sherlock or HR. I agree, to be honest. Nash Wells wasn't that good especially after Crisis.
He's definitely my least favorite Wells, but I kind of like all of them for different reasons. So like he's really just like my least favorite by virtue of every other Wells I just like more. Doesn't mean I don't like him.
Yeah, I think the Wells all relatively do a pretty decent job for the most part of being likable.
Tom Cavanaugh just sells it because of course he does.
God bless that
He's
man.
an amazing actor, yeah.
For me, it became the point where I just wanted the Wells fucking thing to stop because it got quite tiring.
Yeah, I got pretty tired of it too. But they did stop, right? After Timeless Wells fucked off.
Yeah.
No Wells in season 8. Just a lot of Thawne.
still worse regardless. H.R. Wells is the exact personification of the Harrison Wells problem this show had for half of its run, seasons 3, 4, 5, and 6, as H.R. is a far sillier, far more disposable Harry Wells with less story, worse dynamics with the characters aside from maybe Wally, and little to no contribution to the team. He literally doesn't really do anything. He's a character who genuinely feels like he shouldn't exist.
Yeah, he was mostly like...
It's such a weird standard, because I feel like his character is...
I mean, he ends up being pretty relevant also to the story when he puts himself in Iris's place and gets killed by Savitar.
I think he was mostly comedic relief, but he did have like his moments to shine. I remember he did spread
all
some
of you
wisdom
filthy commies suck.
at some
Stop
points.
spreading propaganda. I hope all of you stop.
Yeah, I think he was an interesting
except
character
Sky.
because he wasn't like,
Hi, Sky.
you know, a
Have a
genius.
nice day.
It was just kind of
Rest of
interesting
you
to
have a
hear
bad day.
a lot of what he had to say and have some interesting insight. And be like, you know, come up with ideas that aren't necessarily, you know, about
conventional.
like, yeah, I don't know, I kind of like that.
Sheev Talks Hate sent another super chat. I think he addresses Sky directly. I couldn't hear the whole thing. But, why don't I see it? Do any of you see it? It popped up on screen.
Yeah, it did pop up on screen, but no, I don't see it.
I don't see it in...
Maybe he deleted it.
Yeah, maybe he retracted it.
Can you do that? Can you, like, refund the super chat?
I don't think you can.
I can't see it either.
I think you can ask for your money back, but, like, it's still played. So...
Yeah, let me rewind. Let me find it. Here we go. All you filthy commies suck. Stop spreading propaganda. I hope all of you stub your toe, except Sky. Hi, Sky. Have a nice day. Rest of you, have a bad day. Thank you. And, you know,
I'll make sure
fuck the rest of you. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Hey,
I
Matt.
will have a bad day.
Matt, sorry. I have to dip.
Oh,
actually,
is it time? All right.
It's about that time. It's 15 minutes early, but it's about that time.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Yeah, but I have to do some family stuff.
Yeah, no, thanks for joining us, dude.
Hey, thanks for inviting me.
Pleasure talking.
I'm the new one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really a pleasure being on. Nice meeting you all, and chat. Make sure stick around, watch Mad's video.
And check out G.I. Joe's, or not G.I. Joe, G.I. Geo's channel. Already fucked up the name. Yeah, his channel is linked. His channel is linked in the description, so go check him out. He also does Flash videos.
God bless his soul.
Yeah, God help. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Peace.
All right, take care, man.
God, what a prick. Jesus.
Fuck him.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Worthless.
Anyway.
Hating it being impossible to connect to these constantly switching seasonal Welleses, which really didn't help the already bad twist that was his death switching Iris. In the vein of Miss Marvel, H.R. Wells can be funny and he's entertaining, and it's impossible to hate him, and Tom Cavanaugh does a great job.
He's saying that, like
his
Miss
switch
Marvel,
up was like Miss Marvel, was like in the vein of Miss Marvel. What does
I
he mean by that?
I think his comedy is in the style of Miss Marvel, that it can be funny, but it often isn't.
See, because I thought maybe he was going for the fact that his death was so unceremonious and completely dismissed by the main characters, kind of like Miss Marvel in the current comics.
Oh, was it? I don't.
Yeah, it was.
Comic references. Weird.
She died in the Spider-Man comics and was surrounded by people who aren't like don't mean anything to her,
right?
As much as like the actual characters in the Miss Marvel comics.
Iris. Of Miss Marvel, H.R. Wells can be funny and he's entertaining, and it's impossible to hate him, and Tom Cavanaugh does a great job at making all these Welleses feel distinct. He's just largely unnecessary, and it's impossible to connect to him, and he creates the problem this show would continue to have until the beginning of season 7.
Yeah, me too.
Keeping in mind that this particular entry only counts
Nora should be way down.
Can you pause?
Yeah, she's a lot worse than any of the Welleses, for sure.
Yeah. How far into the video are we?
8 minutes, 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're not even halfway there. I think we should skip to the best characters because we've got 45.
We're already at the best characters.
I think we're in characters that he likes now.
Yeah, he's already liking these characters. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? He was kind of shitting on HR.
He's ranking the character. No, he was saying he wasn't the best, but he even said he likes the Harrison Welleses, who's just ranking them.
So we're in characters that he likes now.
Yeah, when he was talking about Nash, for example, he liked it.
I thought he was going to make like a distinct line, like these are the top 10 worst, these are the top 10 best. Oh shit.
No, he's just ranking them.
There should be way more worse characters in that case. Should we skip towards the end then to see who he thinks are the best?
Sure.
I don't know how much we should skip ahead so not to lose.
We just need to see what he says about Barry Allen, because I may have some words. I want to see if he actually. I want to know if he like actually acknowledges he's a terrible hero, but then he's like, but you still gotta love him or something like that.
There's a good chance that Barry's gonna be number 1, honestly.
That's what I'm wondering. Like that'd be kind of like basic if you put him as number 1. Over like maybe Cisco, So yeah, that's also something interesting.
So I don't know how much time you want us to skip ahead to just the number 1 or just to Barry.
No, just like I don't know.
Top 3. Could we do top 3 in that time? I
But
think
it's
so.
hard because I don't know. He doesn't
know
put the
where
numbers on
top three
screen.
is.
Do
Yeah.
10 minutes before it ends. Wait, that's just like
Well,
2
by-
minutes ahead.
that's
So
That's like
basically
2
where we
minutes
were.
ahead. Yeah,
Do
no.
five
if
min-
we're
do
just
5
doing
minutes
that, then
ahead.
we may as well not. Okay. So, hold on. I'm gonna go to 16.
About right.
Hey,
Sure.
Joe asked. Okay, we can start with Joe.
Yeah, I think that works.
Of a character who the writers simply lost interest
Yo,
in and
Joe
clearly
Barry.
couldn't think of a role for, as Joe, like the show, peaked in season 1, as his dynamic with Barry is at its most entertaining and emotional and endearing, while Joe is
Fair.
the key character investigating Wells for the majority of the season, which is a very compelling story. Joe managed to remain relevant for a few more seasons, with his stories involving meeting his son in season 2, and knowing his daughter is going to die in season 3 working well. However, season 4 onwards, Joe was kind of just there, not doing much, not contributing, not having nearly as many
Especially seasons
interactions
8
with
and 9.
Barry or
It's
many
just
other
there.
characters
Oh, yeah.
that made him great.
Well,
in the
I would
first place.
say
Joe becomes less and less relevant, while his girlfriend becomes
I'd probably
more...
say Joe is thoroughly assassinated in season 8. So
Yeah.
Hi,
yeah.
Benny.
with
When is
the-
Flash season
with
the
the
4
Armageddon
coming?
Armageddon
Die.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I got a super
That's like
chat.
the only thing. Oh, sorry.
I just have one thing to say. Nobody checked the shorts on the channel. They're asking when is season 4 coming out, when they should already know that because of the thing I posted 2 weeks ago.
You fucking assholes! You gotta
You
watch.
forgot
the shorts.
to you forgot to do the countdown on screen, man. Because you said you would of letting.
Oh,
people know, like, oh, it's been
I kind of gave up on that.
Oh, that's fair.
Damn.
Anyway, Joe Barry.
Why don't you guys
so
watch slash
boring
review
in
good
season 8 and
DC
9? He's
shows
not
like
doing
The
anything.
Sandman or
Season 8 he has an
Lucifer?
episode with
Is
like
it because
Sing,
you
right?
can't
Where he's just like,
indoctrinate your
yo,
film
I'm
propaganda
retired. I don't
on
know what to
kids
do
the
with my
way?
life. And Sing was like, you know, you're retired. Do something with your life. And he was like, whoa. And that was the
Yeah,
point of
that
the
was the.
he realized
I would
that he
even
could
say-
do
Ever.
something.
The Cecile has
I would even
beautiful
say
writing.
like he was boring
Wonder
and
Woman.
had nothing going
But no
on in
sorry
season
for
7
wasting your
because he
time,
was like
advocate. Your channel
he was
is
like
very
helping
good.
Kramer
I would pay
right
you on
investigate
Patreon,
something.
but I'm poor.
I really
Cecile
don't
is
even
shit.
remember it, but I was just so disinterested in everything that was happening.
Kramer was also such a like nothing character. I don't even get why they put her instead of Joe. Like by that point, just keep Joe around. Who cares?
Well,
She's nothing.
It feels like they were like, oh, Jesse L. Martin's probably gonna leave soon, but then he just stayed on for the rest of the show. So
Yeah.
okay.
And the final season was the only one he wasn't like fully available. So. And then he just fucking dips after 5 episodes. It's so funny that he wasn't like in the baby shower for Nora. It's so funny. He's just
Yeah.
not there. And like Barry's birthday party, he's just not there. It's like okay, it's okay, sure.
Oh well, Barry's already celebrated a 30th birthday, so Joe didn't
That's
feel
true.
obligated to come to this one.
That's true. Because that was an amazing
Oh,
thing
yeah.
that happened. Yeah. The Benjamin Button episode, he ended up losing 3 years of his life. Why not? That was so dumb. It made no sense with the rules, but it happened.
Yeah.
You don't know writing.
There it goes.
Oh, no, that episode was so bad. That was like classic season 1 stopping to talk to. Like, do you want me to interrogate you here or in prison? He says as he stops to talk, letting him press the button that ages him. Thanks, Barry. Very good.
To be fair, there was one quip that he did in the Red Death arc that like I really, really liked and thought it was hilarious. Red Death said something to the effect of like, "You ruined my life," and he was like, "Oh, you think it's bad now? Wait until you taste the food in Iron Heights."
Oh yeah. That
I
was
just
a
think
good
the way
one.
Grant delivered it was funny.
Yeah. Grant's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
More so eventually, literally in the last like 4 seasons, he's a character defined by being Cecile's boyfriend. He would be defined
Pretty
by being
much,
like
yeah.
Jenna's dad, but Jenna never appears either. It's hard to forget how
Yeah.
good he was in the earlier seasons, and the occasional
Yeah.
moment later on when he would be given something to do, but damn if the writers simply didn't know what to do with this once incredible character, who was pivotal to the success of season 1. The idea of bringing in Harrison Wells from an alternate universe to keep Tom Cavanaugh's talents on the show while bringing up interesting dynamics with Team Flash Flash didn't just peak in the first outing during Season 2, it was also the only time it truly worked. During Season 2, Harry Wells is a complex and layered character with a compelling story working for but then betraying Team Flash for understandable reasons before finally being accepted into the team, but also having a backstory with the main villain. However, the best thing about Harry was his absolutely delightful interactions with Cisco, which almost single-handedly made Season 2 the show's funniest season, despite arguably also being its darkest. Harry is let down a
I think I agree with everything.
I agree with all of that. Yeah, I like Harry.
I like his scenes with his with Cisco and his daughter in Season 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jesse Quick was a character. Oh, that's fun. Remember when she died off screen?
Nope, haven't gotten to that part yet.
Yeah. Crisis was a fun fucking event.
Good luck with that.
Well, Medvicate always doesn't cover the event. It's pretty.
Well, so Medvicate, you haven't seen the show all the way through. You've just seen up to Season 4 as well as whatever you've watched on Ecom.
No, I've seen up
Season
to 5. When I was like, when I watched it like 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, and then started doing the videos, and then we watched on Ecom the Season 8 and 9. So I skipped 6 through 7 basically.
Damn,
only 2 seasons. Yeah,
the lightsaber fight.
One day.
One day.
Bit by his role in Season 4, as the show insists on keeping up this different Wells every season shtick, as him being there ruins a perfectly capped off story. And also, the story of him becoming dumb was in and of itself dumb, as are the Council of Wells. There are redeeming qualities to Season 4 Wells, like he's generally entertaining and funny, but he's nowhere near the layered and complex character he was in Season 2. Still, he's definitely one of the best characters on this show, just because of his role in Season 2, and the general low amount of actually bad seasons that he's a part of or has a story in. No,
I think the thing this show has as a problem is like they don't plan ahead. Like if you think about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they introduce a new character like Mac in Season 2, he has so much going for him as seasons go on, you know? It doesn't feel like they introduced him for that season, just for the arc for that season. They still had a story ahead. But with the Flash, it's like when the season ended, Season 2 ended, for Harry Wells, it's kind of like, now we don't know what to do with him, but he's still around because we didn't get rid of him. So he's just going to be here. And they don't know how to make him like still as interesting. Just a lack of planning ahead, I feel.
Yeah.
non-season 1, non-also main villain cast addition left as positive of an impact on this show as Hartley Sawyer joining the show in season 4 with a very interesting and morally complex backstory tied to Barry, becoming the emotional hook of the season and generally being a really fun character with a great actor and a really cool superhero in my opinion. Season 4 is however where Ralph peaked, where he was actually not yet a series regular and it was only downhill from there. However, compared to a lot of other characters, he didn't go that much downhill. He simply just didn't have much to do in season 5. As like I mentioned earlier, he was robbed of his rightful investigation story arc given to yet another disposable Wells, and while he remained entertaining in seasons 5 and 6, he simply wasn't given the amount to do that he was in season 4. Sadly, Ralph was kicked off the show between season 6 and 7 due to some tweets of Hartley Sawyer's from 10 years ago, which is in direct opposition to Ralph's initial arc in the show of redeeming himself from his darker past.
That is actually really funny. Oh my god, I hadn't thought of that. That's amazing. Oh man. Oh, that's brilliant.
That just made it even better.
Yeah, that's the greatest comment I've ever heard about his actor being kick off the show. Oh my god. Well done, man.
But am I really going to choose sleep over a live
Hold
stream
up,
on a
let
masterpiece
this
like
Sheev
the CW
Talks
Flash?
hates super chat go by. Okay, it's done.
Alright.
Sheev, you need to control your fan here.
I don't know him. He's not affiliated with me.
But he's Sheev Talks hate.
Exactly.
He shares your name. He shares the first 10
Sheev
letters.
isn't like Barry who
He
follows
also has
the
an account
haters.
called Madvocate Hate, so...
Oh yeah, I saw that. Classic.
Yeah.
I like that Ralph was like the emotional core for Barry towards the in the last third of the season. Problem is the only reason why Ralph is like at risk and ends up dying is because of Barry. Like, it's completely his fault. So, like, that really kind of crumbles that, the whole emotional foundation of, you know, the ending.
Yeah.
It was
Well
a
said.
leverage for the character, as the elongated man was never subjected to the
That was
god-awful
never a
writing or
good
stories
name.
of seasons 7 and 9, and as such, remains largely unsullied.
Right?
Cisco
Why do people think season 8 was good? Why did you just skip season 8 when you said the god awful writing? Season 8 is awful. I've seen so many people defend it. It's
I've
so
seen people
bad.
call it a return to form because of Armageddon.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's one of the worst arcs of
Yeah,
television
Armageddon
I've
is
ever seen.
Armageddon's probably worse than like the rest of the season. I think it was just like a
Yeah.
complete.
Well, Armageddon's what I mostly fixated on in my season 8 video because it was so bad and there was so much to
Yeah.
break down.
And the rest of the season was regular, like flash bads. The Armageddon was just like, holy shit. Okay.
Well, and it's just
Especially
worth remembering that it was that all of that happened because Barry let him go at the end of season 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
Well,
didn't-
and it all happened because he let Despero. Despero have said, "Oh, yo, you got 24 hours to prove me that you're not a bad person," and he decided not to stay at home and just be
Mhm.
there. He
You've
decided
got
to go
24
on.
hours.
Yeah. Oh, it was so dumb.
Wait,
comedic relief
don't play
Pekka.
the video yet. I am going
Oh.
to finally set the premiere for the video. Give it like 30 minutes so that it's sitting in people's inboxes. So yeah.
Amen.
Well, here we go. June 23rd, 2024. How does that sound?
Yes.
Yes.
2024. That sounds about right. Yeah. 1 year delay because people kept asking, and every time they asked was delayed by a week.
Yeah.
It looks like
guys...
he is going to give Barry the #1 spot, not Cisco.
Oh, fuck. But he had one job. One job.
I don't see the issue in it.
Why didn't Barry just let Thawne die? Because Joe Barry was like, yo, it's not what you do. And he was like, yo, you're right.
I still don't understand the Joe Barry joke you guys keep doing.
Oh, what, didn't I send you the timestamp?
I might not have watched it.
Oof. Ouch.
Or maybe I forgot.
I'm pretty sure I sent you the explanation, but I'll send you again in case you did miss it. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Indeed. Joe Barry. Let me get I got the timestamp because someone asked in the comments about it, and then I just timestamped it and sent them the link. Where's she? Here you are.
Thank you. I
All
shall
right.
endeavor.
We can play the video whenever you're ready.
Okie doke.
which every hour of a show has, but he's so much as Carlos Valdez's comedic timing is great, and Cisco's friendships with Barry and Caitlin are endearing, and especially his friendships with the Welleses, especially Harry Wells, is so entertaining. Additionally, his powers are implemented so well in the season-long storylines of seasons 1 and especially 2. However, every single aspect of the character of Cisco Ramon degraded over time. Peaking in season 2, Cisco became less and less funny, his interactions with the Welleses became less and less entertaining, as the Welleses became more and more silly, and the show clearly had no idea what to do with him since like season 4, since he became Vibe fully. Season 5's Metahuman Cure arc and season 7's Mecha Vibe story are true low points. He does remain an entertaining character up until the end of his run, but a shadow of his former self. Still, it's hard to forget what a delightful character he was in seasons 1 and 2, and even a bit in seasons 3 and 4. Surprise, surprise.
I think it is very impressive how this guy, even though he is praising a lot of the characterization, saying like, oh, you know, this character is good and everything, he still manages to be like criticizing the characters. Like number 2 is Cisco, right? And he's still like, no, but he still gets bad as the show goes on. I think it's just emblematic, obviously, of the show getting bad as it went on. But it is interesting that, you know, this is, I feel like this is a pretty fair video, even if you don't agree with a lot of it. I feel like at least he's not just like praising and doing like a Twitter parody. Like, no, Cisco's great.
I'd love to see what his criticisms are of Barry, who is apparently taking the number 1 spot.
Yeah. Yes, please. Please. I don't care if he even says, like, it doesn't matter if he's a terrible hero, because the show needs to, like, happen. It needs to stretch out to 40 minutes. I want him to at least acknowledge it. Please.
Come on.
Surprise, character of The Flash is the best character on The Flash. However, Barry Allen is nowhere near a perfect character, and I struggle to even call him great. If this was a tier list, he would be an A-tier character, and there would be 0 S-tier main characters because, honestly, the degrading quality of the show. He is practically perfect in Season 1 as the fledgling hero who's learning how to be The Flash from week to week, while uncovering the mysteries of his own personal past. Unfortunately, the show has struggled greatly with getting Barry out of that initial phase.
Oh my god, that's such a funny visual. This guy is so bad. What is happening?
Is that supposed to be sound?
And I think it's sound, yeah.
Oh my, but it looks nothing. It looks like it's not like transparent. It looks opaque.
Sound.
It looks like cum.
Yes, Jeff.
Shooting cum at Barry.
You guys don't shoot cum from your chest in a vortex cyclone?
Not usually, but it has been known to happen.
As he never truly becomes the competent, experienced hero he should be, at least for very long. However, Barry's the main character.
I guess that's true, but I think the point is that by the end of season 9 he already is, because he does the thing where he lets Thawne kill his mom. I guess
he does it. It comes full circle. Woo.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the point. Like by then he was already the experienced, like badass Barry, even though it made no sense, like with the lore of the show, but whatever.
There's nowhere to run.
Remember when Barry rode the lightning? That was fun. That was great.
Character. The show is infinitely more interesting when he's the focus, and Grant Gustin is the quintessential live-action Barry Allen casting, so despite his flaws, Flash is by far the most compelling and most interesting character on this show, without whom I wouldn't even watch it. The show would be absolutely void of reason to watch, which is true for the episodes.
It wouldn't be the Flash, like, would it?
Yeah, that is a good point. But I get his point, obviously. Like, if the Flash wasn't here and these characters still existed and there was a show about them, he wouldn't just watch that instead.
Sure.
Yeah, Barry's the one that is. Yeah. I find it interesting. He spent so little time talking about Barry, even though he's the best character of the show. Though, to be fair, it's a 21-minute video about 19 characters, so he doesn't really spend that much time on anyone.
Oh, yeah, true.
Where he doesn't have. So that's my ranking for every main character on The Flash. Arguably not a very good group
You were
of characters.
supposed to acknowledge the massive flaws in Barry's character.
That's why you're here, Madvocate.
That's
true.
Here to recap what happens in season 4.
I much prefer Man of Recaps to Madvocate, but Madvocate is my friend, so I guess I have to be here.
You can't whine about the show in under 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can't beat Man of Recaps. He does it under 10 minutes.
True.
Ooh, that's a nice season 4 thumbnail, Madvocate.
Thank you. Thank you. Made it myself. I think you've guessed already.
Infuriatingly inconsistent. Anyway, there's 15 seconds. I'm just gonna play in case he says anything.
And season 9 has one of the worst main casts I've ever seen on a show, which is so sad because season 1 has one of the best main casts I've seen on a show. Everyone is at their A game. Everyone has a purpose. It sucks how far The Flash fell, especially with its characters.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I
think I agree. I agree.
It was a pretty fair video.
Not that season 1 was like one of the best things ever, but that season 1 was definitely way better than it is now, and that the characters had a purpose to being here.
Pretty fair video. I applaud the lad. Right up until he talked about Barry, which was not a lot, and there's a lot to say about him, but damn it.
Look at this thumbnail on the bottom right. Wow.
This is so stupid.
I will say, are these all by the same YouTuber? These thumbnails, because they're pretty good. He's pretty good at thumbnail design.
So you can just hover your mouse over them to see.
Yeah, they all are.
The Black Lion.
Wait, do we
out of reasons why the Flash fell?
Hold on. Do we even shout out this lad? Let's give him some. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I think so. The Black Lion.
Oh, the Black Lion.
I think so.
I don't remember at all, but Yeah, there you have it.
Yeah.
Well, how
He
about
did
that?
also a video ranking the best and worst Flash villains. And in the
Yeah,
thumbnail,
he did
Red Death
mention
is
that.
on worst, which makes sense. Oh no, he actually did make a video saying the Flash Season 8 still kind of sucks. Never mind, I thought he was defending it earlier in the video. Guess not.
Oh.
I guess he just thinks Season 9 is way worse than 8, which is fair. I think I agree with that. So
I think they're like, I don't know. I have them around the exact same level. They're just,
Oh no, I think Season 9 is worse. I'm trying to figure out if I can justify it or if it's just the guttural feeling. Because I was way more annoyed by 9. Season 8 I had fun watching and making fun of. Season 9 was just like so much like not happening that I was so bored.
To be fair, I was so checked out like by the time I watched Season 9 that like I don't know, it probably was really bad and I was just kind of watching it and not really just not really feeling anything.
Season 9, you have the whole Red Death stuff. You have Cecile getting worse. You have Guillaume. Obviously the Caitlyn fake out death. None of the characters really actually go anywhere either. And then you have the sudden Eobard Thorn being, no, not Eobard, Eddie Thorn being the final villain of it all.
Yeah, it just kind of happens as well. It's not like there's like a build up to it. It just happens.
And all their legacy villains get dispatched in 5 seconds, which means they never would have.
I think the one thing that would make Season 9 better than 8 is 1, less episodes. 2, way more Goatface. He's in 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goatface and Az. The two interacting was priceless. Like, genuinely very entertaining. So, yeah.
But yeah, Season 7 was the worst, like by far.
Yeah, Season 7's probably the worst it ever gets. Mirror Master.
I watched only 3 episodes of Season 7. I remember telling Jeb that it was like the worst 3 episodes of TV I've ever seen.
Madvocate, if you end up doing every season of the show, God bless you when you get to Season 7.
I skip Season 7.
Oh no, that one deserves the worst thrashing.
I like Madvocate, so I'd like him to keep saying.
Thank you, Jeb. That's very kind of you.
Season 7 is my favorite. Hell yeah, Chatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 7 is the worst Arrowverse season.
Season 7 is like Game of Thrones Season 8 levels of shit, I think.
Season 7 makes Batwoman look good. I mean that sincerely.
Wow.
I need to acknowledge a super chat that came in earlier by Solvis. They just say, finally. Thank you. I know, it's about time.
Yeah, only took you a year and a half.
Well, like 8 months.
Oh, wow. So you only started working on this back in what, like October?
Yeah. Damn, Sheev is not caught up on the lore. He hasn't been checking my Twitter, where I explicitly state I'm gonna hop on The Flash and watch it.
Damn.
A lot of people seem to be confused on what happened in Season 7. Let me just remind you, Iris woke up from a coma because the literal lightning rod between Barry and Iris, and then revived the Speed Force and created other forces.
Mm-hmm. That happens.
Yep. So all those other forces are because of Iris.
Season 7 is the best season. Season 7 cured my blindness. I've never actually seen Season 7.
Cured my blindness. So they like pointed their eyes towards the show, and it was such a beautiful sight to behold that it cured the blindness.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like Jesus.
And they didn't even know it because they couldn't have seen it, but it cured the blindness. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Lightsabers is all I remember for Season 7. Yeah.
I think most people just repressed Season 7.
Yeah.
The fucking lightsaber fight. Jesus Christ.
That was pretty sick, though. And you gotta admit, you can't hate it.
I've seen so many edits of that clip with Duel of the Fates over it, and it's like,
Oh my
why
God.
are you trying to make this cool? Shut up. Fuck off.
I think it would just be funny, see, with the fates. Like, it's so silly, and you're like trying to take it seriously with like one of the greatest pieces of music composed for film. It's just funny. I don't know.
I love that one frame during the fight where like what's his face? Where Godspeed is like sticking his ass out, kind of, and he's like holding up two lightning rods to like block, and it just looks so goofy.
Seasons. Just Jesus.
Someone said Reverse Flash has been in every single season. Was he in season 6?
He was, yeah. Remember possession of Nash of Nash Wells.
I didn't see season 6 and 7. I'm the same as Madvig.
Was he?
Well, it's like I was saying. After Crisis, every Wells like came together and was just possessing Nash, which included Thawne for some reason, even though he's not a Wells. And then he tried to take over Nash's body. So Cecile had to get Barry and Cisco into Nash's mind to help him overcome trauma, so that he could then expel Thawne from his body, which worked.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's cutthroat.
It happened.
So I guess Thawne was in every season because he helped Barry fight Godspeed in 7, right?
Yeah, he did.
That's insane, man. Talk about overusing a character. God damn.
Yeah.
The funniest return was season 4, where they're just like, yeah, he's here now. Just deal with it. Whatever.
Yeah, right when he turned up on Earth X, right?
Yeah.
God. What a worthless character.
Season 3 is kind of decent. Well, let me point a video to you. Let me point you towards a video.
You mean that trash video that Madvocate made?
I only do it to grift.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking if Thawne was in season 3. He was in Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty pivotal actually to like the way season 3 turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're forgetting the classic meme clip where Reverse Flash is just sitting in a cage and like wheezing.
Laughing, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I remember that scene.
That's what I was thinking when Jeb said he was in Flashpoint. That's the exact clip that played in my head.
Yeah.
I missed Grodd. Grodd is in season 9, Bucko.
Yeah.
So if you like Grodd.
And I predicted that he would be in it somehow.
Yeah.
Even though I was joking.
Yeah, guys, you need to watch the Ecoms. If you haven't, our reactions are priceless. Madvocate became Madvobama because of Grodd.
Madvocate.
No, that's true. Madvocate.
Yeah.
Madvocate.
Madvogay was also a good one. Matchco Coach was great because the profile picture was so funny. It was like him holding a little cup.
No, not me holding. I was on the Cocoa Cup.
Oh yeah, you were on the cup. Yeah,
Buzz, I was a yo-yo.
What?
That was a Toy Story 2. Fuck you all. Toy Story 2 reference.
I don't remember Toy Story 2.
Where Woody's telling fake Toy Story fans, where Woody's telling Buzz all about his like cowboy past, or like in media, when like the prospector shows him all the merchandise. Yeah, he shows him all the merch, and then he gets all excited, and then when he finally reunites with Buzz, he's like, "Buzz, I was a yo-yo."
Look, okay, Toy Story 2 is of all 3 Toy Story movies that exist, Toy Story 2 is the one I've watched the least. So I apologize.
Damn, fake Toy Story 2 fan detected.
Damn. Got me.
Someone said I skipped like all the filler in season 9 and I'm so happy. And I'm just thinking, how many episodes did you watch? Like 4?
Yeah, like had to just be like the final arc, right?
One episode, I guess.
Yeah, the finale was the only one that mattered. Because the last episode, it's the only one that matters.
That's hilarious.
I guess if you count the Red Death arc, I guess you watched 2 to 5, and in terms of the finale, you just watched the last episode, not even like the last 4, which are like part 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah.
I feel like we've blown
fucking Toy Story 2 reference and thought we would just get it.
I think we've blown.
It's Toy Story 2.
Over saying Thawne's in every season, because a lot of them just go, "Is he in this season?" Well,
yeah. Season 4 is kind of mid, but I really love the suit and the villain of Season 4. Oh
Season
boy.
4 suit is peak.
The suit is indeed good. I'll agree with that
The
part.
villain, however.
I think Season 4 has the best actor to play one of the villains. That's
Other
the
than
only
Tom
point.
Cavanaugh.
Oh yeah,
I think he's better than Tom Cavanaugh, honestly.
I love DeVoe. I would love him even more if he was like actually what he's supposed to be, which is smart.
Yeah.
But oh fuck, he's so like cocky in a way, the way he talks. Like he's very clearly I am above all of you, and he just sells that through his tone of voice. It's great.
Neb said Season 4 suit is ass. Bacon suit.
Bacon suit.
I have no idea what that means. But that's such a Neb way to describe it.
I see I've ruffled feathers saying he's better than Tom Cavanaugh. Tom Cavanaugh is good, but then there's a lot of he has quite a narrow way of delivering things. That's why I have him less.
You mean like the whispering, like super dramatic whispering?
Or the way he'll like
Yeah.
pause for a long time and then say the rest of his sentence really fast.
Yeah, Tom Cavanaugh's better as the Wells than he is as a villain.
Sure.
That's how
I think
see
I'll
it.
agree with that. I don't think he was good in Season 9, honestly, like at all. As
You didn't think I was
Reverse
gonna
Flash.
miss how this all turned out, did you, Flash?
I think the fact his suit was so goofy didn't help as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so mad that they switched to like cloth costumes in Season 5 for some reason.
Probably just because it was better to wear.
It was
'Cause, like,
Season 8 that did, because he had the leather suit for most of the show, and then in Season 8 they changed it for some reason for like Armageddon.
Yeah. Grant Gustin mentioned like wearing the suit and everything was very uncomfortable, especially the cowl. So
Yeah, that shit's like nice and tight.
yeah, because he says like it was, he was not made based on his head's shape and size and everything, so it's like it's very tight. And he says at the end of the day he just wanted to take it off to let his ears breathe.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes it even funnier when he like pulls back the cowl because it always turns into a hood. That's hilarious. It's hilarious how like the show makes it look like it's so easy to take off, and yet it
Yeah.
definitely isn't.
Madvika, did you miss a donation? Someone said that you did.
I don't think so.
Called Bat Maximilian. Check if they.
Let me check.
sent a donation.
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
even
no,
have
that's
to
not-
ask you what you
that's not
thought of
it.
the Flash movie because I know
Maybe it
you're gonna
was
say
through
you hated it.
Streamlabs because you still
Enjoy
have
the
the link
money,
in the
King.
description. So.
well, someone just sent a super chat. It's not Batman or whatever it was. Mickey said, I don't even have to ask you what I thought of the Flash movie because they know I hated it, and that's where they're wrong. The Flash movie is a masterpiece. We need a CW live-action Flash show.
Wait, you stole my joke. That was my joke.
What?
That you probably
Drew
stole from
Barry's
me.
Probably.
Sorry, I'm trying to check the supers from Bat Maximilian 1. Oh, I guess I did miss it. That's the best show ever. What the Cecile has beautiful writing. Wonderful. But no, sorry for wasting your time. Madvocate, your channel is very good. Well, thank you. That's very sweet. I would pay you on Patreon, but I am poor. Cecile is shit. No problem on the Patreon front. Cecile is shit.
Yes. The Cecile show. That was funny because yeah, it became her show definitely.
God, I love when she just flew out of nowhere. Reminded me of Wonder Woman 84.
Oh yes.
God.
When she just flies because she believes in herself. That was a great.
I love being reminded of Wonder Woman 84.
Me too.
I have the helmet at a 0
I am
out of 10.
sad.
I
You have
can't
many
believe I
things
did
at a 0 out of 10. Yes,
Yeah.
Case Cecile flies in the
Yeah.
finale. I like your
He didn't know.
how incredulous you are.
He doesn't
Yeah,
know.
she just ends up. She just flies out of nowhere. It's not even established. She
Not
just starts
set up at
flying.
all.
It's just
Yeah, and that's
another
how
power.
she beats not Goldface. Godspeed. Godspeed, yeah.
Her power
Yeah,
is
she
to...
beats Godspeed, by the way.
Yeah, her power is to just make up new powers.
Not just Eddie Godspeed, by the way. There was like 10 other clones that he created in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she was able to react to all of them and send like telekinesis beams at him. It was very funny. Man, that was so bad. I forgot how bad that was. Just reminded of that finale, like holy shit.
So Bat Maximilian sent another super chat saying I am sad, and then they just sent another one saying now I am not anymore. Best guys. Thank you.
You're welcome, Batman.
Yeah, Jeb was the one who let us know that you
sent
sent a donation. So yeah, thank Jeb. Thank the weirdo with the Sonic profile picture.
Thank the bushy Sonic, the moist.
Are we talking
bush.
about the same Flash movie?
You
guys, you have got to start understanding when Madvocat's being sarcastic, okay? When he says that the Flash movie is a masterpiece, we need a CW live-action Flash show.
They weren't here for the copy pasta.
Naru.
Yeah. I think it's also so funny how in season 9, Cecile like goes to like almost 30 years into the future, you know, teleporting to her mind. And everyone has not aged at all.
Yeah,
it's like
been 26 years.
That was a thing.
Yeah, because I was thinking Allegra, how old would she be? Like 50 something?
Probably.
You know, like let's say she's 30, she'd be like 56. 56? 58. Yeah, because 28 is no. Wait, we're in 2023. I thought it was 2021. Sorry. 26 is 56, yeah. And then we have
Now
like
I am not
Cecile, who's
Best
already
guys.
like what? 50?
I mean, she's married to Joe, who at that point in time would be like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. So
So
she's just like
she would be at least in her 70s, I would
yeah,
assume.
if she's 50 now, she'd be like 76, but she still looks the exact same. Which is very good. Like her actress looks very good. But you know,
Find
that's
out through the CW wiki.
Unless it's Cecile in a gravestone where she projected herself into the future. Come on, you can survive being like in your 70s and 80s, chill.
I guess we're not finding out.
Yeah.
Nope.
The Flash is better than Across the Spider-Verse. That's funny.
Remember when Eric Wallace said he was confident that the Flash could keep going for like at least several more seasons, and he said this when season 8 came out. That was funny.
Well, but that's the thing. It's because Grant Gustin after season 8 came out was like, "Yo, I want the show to end with 9." And if Grant Gustin had said like a week earlier that Eric Wallace wouldn't have made the mistake of saying that.
Oh shit!
Oopsie.
That made me very worried.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man couldn't even make it to the double digits. He's not a committed actor. What? Oh, it's just 10 seasons, dude. Come on.
Yeah. The Jarek Padalecki and Jensen Ackles kept the show going for 15 seasons.
There's nowhere to run.
Respect Madvocate.
Oh.
And it certainly didn't decline in any way, quality-wise.
Well, it has its highs and lows. I wouldn't say it declined specifically. Only after season 5 was there a decline. The rest was just like wobbly.
Yeah.
Bat Maximilian. Oh, sorry. I was gonna change topics.
No, it's fine because I was just going to talk about Supernatural, so we can shelve that.
Okay, I was gonna say Bat Maximilian keeps donating the Cecile, and he also said respect Madvocate. I think we should wrap up now before they keep donating, and then they'll get sad if I accidentally miss one again.
I disagree. I think they should keep donating.
Yes, give money.
I want to take a little breather before I start the video. I gotta go to the bathroom. I don't want to like end the stream like the nanosecond the video starts. So yeah, let's wrap up. Well, thanks everyone in chat for chatting and watching us. I'm honestly surprised we got through like we could have watched the full video of the worst and best characters, but I was worried that we wouldn't. I thought we'd disagree way more with it, but I think I have misjudged.
I think we ended up disagreeing more with like who he had at the bottom of the list. Just
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I didn't realize that 20. I thought maybe at most like 10 characters. I didn't think he would be ranking 19 characters. So yeah, that explains
Show
why.
just has a lot of characters.
That explains why he took only like a minute for each.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of you shout yourselves out.
All right.
Oh, I'm Sheev. I talk about
Oh.
like mostly Star Wars, but also Flash, and I'm a grifter, and I'm alt-right, so check me out.
Allegedly.
Dark Thor's gonna cut that out of context now.
Yeah. Hi, I am Sky Spectro. I have a channel where I talk about things and stuff. I don't even know how to describe it. I have a lot of videos about a lot of different things.
She's
Lately,
making an
I've
Ant-Man
been
trilogy.
Yeah,
Come
I'll
on.
say I've been covering the Ant-Man films. I'm working on Quantumania. It's taken a while because it's Quantumania. It's that bad. But the title was not stolen from Advocate like some people think. I asked Advocate if I could use this title,
I
and he
said
made
no.
the thumbnails for me.
And she did it
Yeah,
anyway.
he said no, and I took it anyway. Yeah, and he made the thumbnails for those videos. So if it is similar to Advocate's, it's because he copied himself. But yeah, Quantumania coming out at some point,
Crescent
and
Moon. Guys.
Jeb and I have a podcast called Econ, which I guess Jeb can shout out because he doesn't have a channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a podcast called Econ with Sky and two other hosts in Azod. We cover The Flash, Doctor Who, whatever's out there that we enjoy or could be popular. I also have a Twitter description. If you want to see me abuse my cats, that's about it for that Twitter account.
He brutalizes his cats. It's actually
One
hilarious.
thing I'll say is that on Econ we've been reacting to Flash seasons 8 and 9 with Madvocate, so if you want to watch that, you would be very interested.
I shouted out in the video, so don't even worry.
I was in one of them.
And there will be a Flash
Worry
movie
what-
reaction.
I was there.
Yeah, sorry about my voice being nasally again. I can't believe I've been a healthy boy for so long, and then at the end of the Flash video process, it just kind of kicked in. But yeah, check out their channels and their shit and their videos, and enjoy the video hopefully. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night,
Go
Tri-State
Hawks.
area. Woo.
Goldface.